Oh, shoot.
This is a Rick Code exclusive.
Why you looking at me? We live. Put the cup together. Welcome. Welcome back home, baby. This baby. I didn't want to be mean. Oh my God. What's this? Oh, that's the new Snoop shit. Is that the rose? Yeah, I figured.
Bro, these hoes got the lotion on this.
Psych, I did tighten them harder. My. Dubz struggle with caffeine.
Nobody getting them hoes.
Got you.
Fuck that.
Oh my God. I did do a good job though, didn't I? Oh, I put lotion on it? There you go.
They need like a grip, like lid or some shit. No, for real. I
tightened it up.
They need a.
It can only be as tight as I tightened it. I can always untighten what I tighten.
Them hoes be fucking hard as hell to open every fucking week.
You know, in theory, right? If I tightened it, I can untighten it. That's how I always think about it. I knew I could get it off. I just knew I had tightened it enough to make it another consecutive episode.
That 19 crimes.
He tried to not struggle on camera for y'all. He tried it.
I've been opening them before.
Not on my watch.
Episode for the last 6 weeks.
Oh, well then I just ain't noticed. So now I got a part on your downfall. That's that new Snoop Rose.
Shot time.
What's been up though?
Not much. Oh man.
Another great week.
Yeah, man. It was a little bit more relaxed than the last couple weeks.
Made it more relaxed.
Not having to do extra shit. Like show a crib and fucking all the other shit.
Sound litty.
Let me get that red boy, please. Oh man.
For the rose.
See what this brown sugar bourbon talking about.
Yeah, let me pass that back, man, gentlemen.
Took it easy this time. Next week I'm gonna get the one that's a little bit stronger.
Oh, that's the light one?
Yeah.
You say that's Jamie Foxx shit.
Yep.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Shout out to Jamie Foxx.
Seen it on Instagram
Great actor.
a couple weeks ago.
Super career.
Yeah.
Monster career.
Probably one of the most entertaining people ever. You know what I'm
Go
saying?
down. Probably top 10 dead or alive. As far as
Singing, acting, fucking.
yeah. And it's especially when you talk about all of the
Stand-ups
genres
and
and
shit,
what, like,
like-
cause you know them albums went platinum, the movies, box office. You know what I mean? Like he was outstanding at all of them. Still is. You know what I mean? Ain't no was. But yeah, no. So this is a brown sugar bourbon.
Smells delicious.
Yeah.
30% alcohol, 60 proof. Oh yeah, this definitely they light one. This a sip. That's made for the get you right.
Yeah.
Let's see what I'm gonna do. Should I try the 19 crimes? I tried this much because that's a champagne and I don't trust it. Why did you put this on? That's enough. Y'all over here pouring big glasses. I'm just trying it out. I'm good.
You don't fuck with the champagne?
Not really.
So if I came in here like one episode, like maybe like 75 or 100 with a bottle of Ace, you'll be like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just
I
gonna
do the
test it
same
out.
thing. I just test it out. Then if I liked it, I drink it. If I don't, I wouldn't drink it. What? Why wouldn't I? I'm not finna be up in here just one, cause I don't really just y'all see I usually get tequila. If that was the case, I'd just get some fancy tequila or some shit for that same episode.
I'm just saying, like,
got
I don't
some
really
glitter.
drink
You still gonna drink this champagne?
You didn't
Glitter?
get it, yeah.
I'm not worried about no glitter. Right?
Shines.
Eating a fairy.
Shining.
Bling bling, nigga.
Drinks.
Damn
That's
it.
on you, brother. So go ahead and pull up that second one right after this one. Whatever you
Well, we
want.
gotta get this one first.
Yeah, let's do this one for you right now. Good thing I didn't jump in on that one. Oh, oh, oh.
I can dig that.
Definitely. Shout out to Three Amigos.
It's like a maple in the back of the throat.
Yeah, it's not really like a fireball,
Right.
but it's like it's like better than that.
Yeah.
Like it's not like extra like cinnamony or what's
No.
brown sugar and cinnamon. So,
But it's a good
but
flavor.
it's it's not like sweet. Like you know, how fireball, you take a shot of that shit, you like, ugh, like. And then that shit when it's cold, it be all thick and shit. Like
Yeah, the brown sugar pour kind of like, I'm more like a straight shooter.
that shit is pretty fucking.
Yeah, but go ahead and take that drink shot. This is what happens when you're not quick enough.
Think about it for a second.
Yeah, supposed to do something.
Exactly. That's how I felt. What?
I remember this episode. God damn it. Back to back.
How's it feel to chase it with a Migo? Migos.
You know how you like drink something sweet and then it like block the flavor?
Yeah.
Like that, it didn't do it. Like it was like,
Okay.
well, it's not really that sweet though. So I guess it's probably.
We're still having fun. You're still the one, Three Amigos.
Still the one. Jinx.
That's gay. Wait, we jinxing on songs? I thought we was finna do a duet.
Nah,
Nah,
there is
nigga.
no duet in that song.
That's whack. I mean, we take. No, what? Yes, it is. It's a whole group. We're still having fun.
It's not technically a shot unless the liquor goes above the cup line.
Ooh, cup gotta be full.
What you mean? The cup is full.
No, the cup, the pull
pull
up.
Y'all want the cup
Jinx.
to, y'all want the cup to run them over. No, what you doing? Pour yours.
Fire today.
I got.
Oh, okay. I'm
got
making
options,
sure we do
nigga.
this one together. Well, that's 3 for Chris.
3 for 3, baby.
We good.
Did y'all watch the All-Star game? I know it was like a couple weeks ago, but like Steph Curry and fucking Dame Lillard, them niggas was like shooting half-court shots, nigga.
Oh,
like,
yeah, Dame did it for the game.
yeah. Like them niggas was just like, oh, nigga, we gonna dribble here. Like,
Wow.
Just all half quarters. Like with the game, Dame get it for the game, and Steph was like on the side with the crowd, like waving by before he even put it. like he had got up, like I don't know. I guess he knew what the play was. So,
Yeah.
cause Dame taking the ball out, Steph is on the other side of the court, turned around, like Dame got that bitch, threw it to him, and then he bounced that bitch one time.
half-court shots, like
I'm talking about
taking
one
turns,
step and this
nigga.
the line. I'm talking about they stepping just like that. And I'm talking about shooting that joint regular.
yeah.
I know.
You know how niggas lean in
Yeah,
and try
yeah,
to like
yeah.
thrust
You
that
gotta
bitch.
yeah.
Nah, I'm
The
talking about
half-court
they
heave.
They pulling
like,
with accuracy. With that
Yeah.
bitch hitting number net like.
like it's a mid-range, like
Damn.
Like y'all niggas not even on our level. And that shit just crazy because I used to sit there and watch Ray Allen and I used to think, damn, bro.
can't nobody shoot better.
Can't
than this
nobody shoot better than Ray Allen. Because Ray Allen used to be the god. Like Ray Allen jumper, that how fast he used to shoot that bitch, Ray Allen could. Now, he still got the quickest J, like in terms of it, getting that hoe off and shit. He still got that. As far as like, I would say play running or route running as it would
Come
be.
on, man. Jesus.
But yeah, I'm saying, but he not fucking with these dudes. They finna blow his record out the water so fast.
Yeah.
Steph Curry probably already got that. And
Yeah, I
then-
think he like on his heels already.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And,
Dame,
Ray Allen
Dollar
played for
gonna
like
be-
fucking 17 years or
Right.
some shit like that.
You know what I'm saying? These niggas is still like young doing this shit. They just still crossing no running because he getting like 500 threes a season. He break his record every year. Damn near every year. Now he might not have broke it last year, I think, because he was hurt or something. But every year that he was like, yeah, he was breaking the record every year. Like, and it'd be like 409. Somebody shot 409. 473. What? 5. Like it's nothing.
That nigga shooting threes and turning around when it leave his hand.
I mean,
It's just
that's
like
nothing,
yeah.
you know. They be playing with them boys. Them boys going down in the record book, boy. But quit playing with
Nigga shoot a three and go to the sideline and give his homie a chest bump while it's
Right.
still in the air.
Right.
They supposed to call a timeout.
Like shit, they got to. That was the third consecutive term of me doing that type of shit.
Yeah, that's an easy shooter right there. Shout out to that boy Jamie Foxx, man. Texas representative.
He from Terrell, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Terrell, Texas. Ain't no need in asking, boy. Yes, I'm a winner. Bourbon on 24s with VVS.
Oh, that helped put up a real link. that smoky text message.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even pay attention to that on my phone. You didn't see a smoky text message?
Stupid shit. We ain't gonna get that no life. Fuck.
Stand by.
Oh, man.
Shut up, Smokey. Seats vibrate, diamonds rest in the center. And the only time this would get caressed is in the winter. Never a beginner, I'm an iced out champ. Throw the bracelet on my wrist and catch it iced out cramp. Dogs in my speakers barking nothing but free. Cause it's powered by an iced out amp. Platinum princess cuts. Let me stop. Y'all don't know.
Boy, it was so many wrecks today, like on the way over here. It was like one of them old late 90s, early 2000s, like Swisher House or like Screwed Up Click freestyles. You know, them niggas in every fucking bar they done wrecked. something like, are they flexing? You don't remember like Lexus in Texas?
Yep.
Was like
Right. Swinging and banging.
Ricky with the flexing.
Right.
Flexing on the jets. He's got
Right.
these niggas out from Texas because you know that I'm from Texas. Ball go ahead. You know how it go. Your hoe wanna come down on the main stroll. Look, I just came down. I know what you been on. I'm sipping on the slow and I got the Optimo.
Yep, every time I came down out of one wreck, nigga went right into another one. Like, God damn it, I should have put the GPS on, bro.
Shit, that motherfucker be playing tricks on you too, though.
Yeah,
You be-
yeah.
you
Sometimes that bitch don't be up there.
Right. That motherfucker be straight red the whole way. Be pissed off. Like, what the fuck is going on?
But we all made it. Nigga,
Yeah.
we made it. Nigga, we made it. What up?
Drake.
Right?
Yeah, nah, Drake.
Oh.
Good thing he was kind of looking like the Unabomber with the fucking hat with the.
What you had?
I was watching the fucking
want to
special
pull up
about
out
him
that
before I
thing,
came
you feel
over
me?
here.
The documentary
Yeah,
thing?
I didn't know he was bombing like for that long.
Oh, no, they definitely, man.
Like
They be down
Tell.
15 years plus. Like
Bro, they be downplaying.
when he got caught when we
all
was little
this
kids,
white
like he was
violence.
like 17 years in.
Oh,
Bro,
wow.
they be trying to downplay all this white on white and white violence, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like all these people was doing that. Like you said, Unabomber. Dude was a motherfucking Harvard. If I'm not mistaken, he was a Harvard grad. No, it was either Harvard or MIT.
Harvard.
Yeah, I think it was MIT. Oh yeah, that count. I think.
Which one of y'all drinking?
That
Nigga was like, fumble.
I won. Someone drink the rest of this.
Yeah, nah, nigga. You got one of them two, nigga.
I just took a shot of them.
That ain't no shot, nigga.
Boy, that was that much. I just drank the whole cup.
That ain't sake, nigga. Like, get your ass over here.
That's Snoop Dogg Rose. That 19 Crime Cali Rose.
So, Migos or the Brown Sugar?
I just took my shot. Fans,
No, you gotta
The
fill it up.
champagne?
let me know. I should have just poured it in. That's what you saying.
No, nigga, you gotta. You know the rules, bro. Like,
Right. Don't play this. You already know what it is.
I don't know the rules. I just drunk that. Y'all should stop it.
Go back to our previous podcast and
Nobody
check out
said
the
I couldn't do
rules.
it. Nobody
Yeah.
said I couldn't
Episode
do it.
maybe I think 35,
Nobody said I
34.
couldn't do it before I did it. So now we know. I just did it. I just lawyered y'all. Ha. Absolutely not. I just drunk my drink.
Nigga, when I sat there and tried
I
to
got
pour,
you.
right?
Oh.
Thank you.
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what
And
that
if you let it sit there, it's called babysitting. So
Right.
it's
So
a
then
party
after,
time too.
after 20 minutes, you had to add another shot.
Yeah.
And since you in a secure location for yourself, oh yeah, it's going down.
Oh yeah.
I have no clue what these heathens are referring to.
Oh, it's going down. Son.
How did that swimming pool's hook go? Why
Pool
you
full of-
babysitting over there with 2 or 3 shots?
Oh yeah.
Show you how to turn it up
Kendrick.
a notch. Go ahead and,
No, I just drunk the rose.
oh nah, man.
That's it.
You gotta dive in, my nigga.
Right. A shot consider of a champagne.
Shout out to Snoopy, Loopy, Doggy Style.
Champagne's considered shots now?
Nah.
Shots of champagne. You ever heard of shots of champagne?
Nah, that's what you just did.
Nobody
That's
ever said
right
that.
there.
I'm fucked up already.
Nigga just sit there for the rest of the podcast like this.
Out that champagne. What was we talking about?
You taking this shot. But anyway, beyond that, we were talking about a whole bunch of shit.
Fucking the Unabomber. I watched that and fucking I never heard of this dude before, but the Green River killer.
Brother, it's now don't get me wrong. There's
Nigga
been some
killed,
black
like-
serial killers.
Oh, that one. Oh, it is a black serial
No,
killer.
there's been some
Like,
black serial killers for sure.
Yeah.
But
It's one
by
he
and
supposed to have like
large-
a documentary where he killed like 90 something people.
Yeah, by and large, like the DC sniper, they was black.
Yeah.
Straight like that. So it's definitely been some black serial killers. I'm not saying they haven't, but by and large, historically speaking, especially, the first serial killer documented in the history of America was a white man named H. Holmes. Look him up. This nigga was twisted. This nigga was a serial killer, like, in multiple ways. Like, he traveled the country at one point, and all of that. Then he ended up going, I think it was Chicago, and he created a hotel.
Cecil?
I don't know what the hotel name was, but he created a hotel, and the hotel was
Cecil in L.A.
the hotel was built in such a way that it had certain rooms and shit that was mazes, that was like rooms where you go into it and you couldn't get out, or it'd be something where like the hotel turned into a maze, so somebody might go down, make a mistake, take a right, and then they take a left, and they could never get out. The way it's set up, it's a bunch of different hallways that lead them to like a little trap room or something like that, or a trap
Like
door.
some Saw shit.
Right. His shit was literally like that.
Yeah.
And he used to do that year in and year out, cause like Chicago, I think it was Chicago, cause they used to have a fair, because it was the word, right, when they first started making a fair, so they used to have people coming from all around, and so nobody ever found them out for a long time, because there would be people that would be coming from wherever they coming from, New York or whatever. You come to Chicago, you stay at this hotel, and all of a sudden, nobody never hear from you again. But this is the first serial killer, so we talking about back in like the 1800s type of shit. Just documented, you know what I mean? Like when once they established law and all of that. So, but it was going on a tear. Ain't no telling how many niggas this nigga done kill, cause he had that shit set up. He built it with a whole incinerator, all of that, everything. Like it was, you see what I'm saying? It was a murder house.
Did you watch Horror Story? American Horror Story? Like the.
If you into killing, if you into like crime documentaries and stuff like that, look him up. H. Holmes. That's some news you can use right there. But yeah, look him up. Like
seasons based off that. Like they took that whole thing and made the fucking season off that.
Yep.
That shit was fucking wild.
That's what I'm saying, bro. This dude he world, like this dude right there. Yeah, he world famous. And they'll tell you how many people he killed. You know what I mean? He confessed to 27 murders. You know what I mean? But that's just what he confessed to. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Like 1861 to 1896, that's when he died. They gave him death penalty, right? So I'm trying to get you to understand. This is before he was born before slavery, and he died shortly after slavery. Like this, how long ago white men have had a fetish, documented fetish for killing groups of people. And I don't mean that in a way to all the race. I'm saying like the propaganda that be, thrown around, got, where they can, a black dude, you scared of this big black. This is how long ago white dude, 27 people in let's say 1861 to 1896. So how old would he have been? You know what I mean? How old would he have been? I ain't doing no math. I'm already fucked up.
You haven't even took that shot yet, bro.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm waiting. You said I got 20 minutes. I'm getting on to 19.
Did you start? Where was the original marker for the?
So he was 35 when he got executed. But it was only 35. He did all of this. You see what I'm saying? He did all of this before 35. Like he had been all around the country killing people. You know what I'm saying? But he just confessed to 27 murders for whatever reason. Because, after a while, I think all them dudes be having, like, I don't know what it be. They get tired or whatever the fuck. Well, no, I don't think it's a guilty conscience because they don't never be remorseful. I think they get tired of trying to hide.
Yeah, because they all reach out to the police and they all leave clues.
Because it's like, you know how much effort it is going into, because they like, it evolved. It's just like, for them it's sexual and shit like that. So, just like with sex, you know how sex evolved for you and from what you started out doing to what you do now, regardless of whatever it is. You sit there. They know because a lot of them have sexual asphyxiation. I be into this shit. Remember I told you that's what my background is, psychology. I look up all of this shit.
I was like, what?
Right. But you know,
was like, I'm into it. I was like, what?
no, I mean I'm saying
No,
like I watch these
idea,
stories,
right.
like and have to understand the different type of sociopaths and you know, what I mean, different psyches and stuff like that. I'm into what a person think like or how what to make a person do this. Like again, this dude had a murder house, a literal saw house. This is back in 18, like you see what I'm saying? And it's people that don't even know about him. Like I'm pretty sure you never heard that name. Nobody never told you that name. But most people don't know about him. That's the first serial killer. Cause I be thinking different. Like I say, I be looking up a bunch of different shit. So I wonder who was the first serial killer when I'm looking and seeing all these mass shootings and shit. I wonder because like they call them mass shootings. No, these people is serial. You know what I mean? Like, cause they don't tell them who they done killed before. All these dudes just keep popping up, shooting. These people be bored. They be like, you just get more and more.
Little Tommy killed his fourth cat today.
You feel me?
You know, and
you feel me?
And
you don't know what
they in the back, but
they always
he figured he would just grow
they
out of
always
it.
paint it. You see what I'm saying? They always paint it as, oh, he was a troubled youth. Such and such. You know, Jimmy whatever Kabowski or whatever the fuck his name was, like
the dude in Atlanta.
Right.
He was addicted to sex, and he
right. You know what I mean? Like, nah, this dude killed like fucking 8 people, man. What the fuck is you talking about? Like, and I tell her what the fuck he did before. Like, niggas holding off of just killing 8 people. Like the way they be painting it with these white dudes is like these niggas just snap one day and just like, no, that ain't how it go. With anything. Them niggas be elevating. They come to a certain level that make them do that. Like sexual assault, you know what I mean, or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? You get somebody, they start off doing this. And they go from them fantasizing about somewhere, they might go from child pornography to now they need the real thing. That's an elevation. You see what I'm saying? Like these guys, they're gonna elevate. So that's what be happening. Like I guarantee these guys is tied to some murders that you don't know about. That's unexplained, these Jane Does or something. Some people that when you see what I'm saying, when you go to talking about all these people that go missing all the time, and you got these 64, 70,000, 80,000, 100,000 black people that's missing. You got all these black people in all these different areas in Georgia and all these people in all these different areas in Texas and all this stuff that's go missing and stuff. No, that's where this stuff be coming from. These type of people like this, but that fix don't no longer work because they don't get caught. They don't get the fix. And give them the thrill they want. So after a while, they want to go into something bigger. You see what I'm saying? So like, just killing you don't do nothing. Now I gotta kill multiples of y'all. Right? That's what's giving me the fix I need. I need because it's gonna go bigger. Like you know.
Yeah. Then you'll be in a hole somewhere talking about somebody pouring or lowering fucking lotion into a fucking hole.
What you mean?
You know, on Silence of the Lambs.
What you mean?
Like motherfuckers be having people like captured in their fucking homes.
Oh no,
and
that's
shit
what I'm
out
saying.
back,
Yeah, no, that's how they be elevating.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's how they be
they'll
elevating.
have fucking people like kidnapped for like 30 years in their backyard, and have them like just locked up, and they done had kids and other shit, and it's
they get
like,
a
what
thrill
the fuck
out of
is
this
going
shit,
on?
man. They get a thrill out of this.
Yeah.
They get a thrill out of that. You see what I'm saying? That's a thrill. Like that's what I'm saying. And I'm saying like, cause I'm saying that cause I seen it come out, and this dude that attacked the Capitol, he's a black dude. So they trying to tie him to the Nation of Islam and all of that because he retweeted something or had a video that he posted that had Farrakhan in it. When it's like all these white dudes that we done seen 117 mass shootings to date. We in 117 days in the year. And majority white dudes, all of them, y'all ain't tied them to nothing. They wasn't tied to nothing. It wasn't no hate crime. It wasn't no nothing. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. They were mentally ill.
They were mentally, whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Were under
Dude went and killed a whole group of Asian people. They said he had a sex addiction. The dude died yesterday. They already said he tied to Farrakhan because he black. They said he retweeted some Farrakhan tweets and he black. Now, I'm sure all these white guys that be on this shit, you can go on their page and find whatever the fuck you want to find in terms of, you know what I mean, they support for Blue Lives Matter. You know what I mean? They support for NRA. They support for KKK. All these divisions that are suspected racist or have, you know what I mean, some type of racial agenda and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure you can go find all of that. But every time they talk, so no, he had a sex addiction. He had a sex addiction. No, niggas that have sex addictions fuck people a lot. They don't run around murdering Asians by the dozens. Or by the eighths or whatever the fuck he did murder.
Need you do a mass shooter.
It ain't been 20 minutes. Thank you very much.
Yes, it has.
No, it hasn't. It's been 10. I looked at it. It was 12 minutes and 25 seconds. It's only 30 minutes now. I got time.
So you gonna do a buzzer beater, nigga? Look.
I already told you.
Alright, so you know what I'm saying, give you a double up on
Nah, you said 20 minutes.
over or under, Chad.
You said 20 minutes.
Oh, all right.
It's 31.
That nigga like, fuck it, I gotta get it now. I thought he was gonna do a real buzzer beater. This nigga like, hold up, they going over and under on me.
31. Gotta wait till they get down to 10 so I can count. I'm at least let it get to 32.
Say move the shot. I think like 15 seconds over.
Right. Go ahead and pour that Migos real quick.
You don't remember the milliseconds, nigga. I was at 32, 15.
I said 12:25. It just hit 32:25 and now it's at 32:30. Big dog.
He fudged the numbers.
Oh my God. I want no more parts of that. Oh my God. Whoa. Oh, that's oh. What was that? It's like the devil came in my mouth.
I don't know what that means.
Off of context clues, it seemed kind of crazy.
Shout out to Jamie Foxx though. I did not like that at all. That was not me. I am that I am. That I am is Sam I am. You understand what I'm saying? Green eggs and ham. You under the egg. My man trying to catch me up in the sled, but he not gonna catch me again. I'm too quick
That
for the
nigga gonna
bin.
see this shit and he gonna be like, you gonna never work in this industry, nigga.
You dig a ding. You can never match my lingo. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't breathe. I think I found where they hit Jimmy Hoffa. Gon' fuck him up. Fuck it up. What the fuck is up? You ain't bucking up. What you talking about? I'm in the fucking house. My bad. That's how I get sometimes. You gotta respect the craft. You know what I'm saying? That was a hit song right there. I would have made the beat. I know exactly how it would have went too. People in Europe would have ate it up. With that dunk, 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 dunk. Ooh, that thing would have. You heard that? Yeah, you can see it now, nigga. Well, yeah, nigga. I be having that vision. Yup, yeah, nigga. Yeah, Big Dog Rick. Yeah, that's still me. I'm still in there. I'm still like, yeah, ear to the street, literally. Yeah, that's still me. Yeah, you hear it. With the drop with the. I can hear it. Yeah. You feel me? I know it's. You know what I mean? You feel me? You know what I'm talking about. Whoa. Don't you I'll be in that thing. You know how I do it. Oh, that's my favorite part when I hit that. I love when I hit one of them that made me go. I know I did it right there. That's how I know last night was a banger. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, that LJ song that you was talking about
nigga.
was I Do It. You was like, LJ had one that I do. It was called I Do It.
Bro, banger.
I was trying to remember that hoe, and then when I was
We
at
used
it,
to ride around in the whip with this shit. And we used to have them hoes on CDs back there.
CDs, damn.
Like 2014.
Shit. What?
13.
What? CD's been a good minute.
Gone.
Yeah, since like 2015,
Yeah, nah, we just,
they've been out.
Right, we just been doing we was doing
like,
transfers. You know, you might have like something like a show CD that you making or something like that, or just for that purpose. You know, we had them on the uploads too. You know, I can go to Facebook and show you. You know, we was working the digital. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't.
Yeah, we wasn't passing out or selling CDs. It was like for like business purposes.
Right.
Because at that time, you could pull up to a show
Right.
and a DJ be like, "What you doing with this USB, my nigga?" Like,
Right.
I need a CD.
Right.
So now I got to leave the show to go to this nigga crib
Get a mix
to get
CD.
a CD. Like, nigga, like.
Get a mix CD. Right.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be like that for real. So I'm doing the mix CD real on the quick.
Yeah.
Coming home from the job on like lunch break or something. Do the mix CD real quick. They pass them back out to them because they got it ready, rehearsed for how it's arranged or.
Yeah. Then we got to drive all the way
transition,
back to
right.
Dallas or Fort Worth or wherever we performing.
I'm gonna get off. I gotta drive there. I'm gonna come later, buy the ticket, all of that shit. You know. Oh yeah. Been
Damn.
through all of it.
Yep.
Damn.
Oh yeah, no.
Just because you didn't know what type of setup the DJ had. You
Well,
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but no, I don't want to
That shit was
get
wild.
too far off the beaten path because I want to definitely talk about these white men and white people with these crimes, and because that's a serious deal, you know, not to change the tone, but nah, because it's ridiculous at this point. Like the media, compared to coverage and how they cover this shit, bro, you talking about more murders than days. Like, that mean on some days it's 2 or 3 murders.
Yeah.
like that.
That's
Where they
like
doing mass murders? Because they always talking about Chicago and this stuff and this, that, and the third. But all these people that they be talking about is motherfuckers usually associated with the crimes. Now, there's times where you get somebody that be an innocent bystander, they end up getting shot and stuff. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but the majority of the time, you see what I'm saying? It's somebody like when they go into trial or something, it's somebody they done killed that owed them some money on some cocaine, or somebody that owed them some money on a hit they did, or somebody that they just didn't like that was an opposition to their money anyway, or something like that. You see what I'm saying? Like that's usually how it is. But that's comparable. You compare that to you got in the same amount of time. Cause that's what I'm saying. They don't speak on that type of shit. You see what I'm saying? Like they talk about all this hood violence and this, that, and the third, black on black violence. And yeah, these dudes might be killing people and 50 people, but you talking about again, Las Vegas dude killed what 50-something people. That was in one whop.
All the dude that was shooting at the concert.
You feel me? Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like if we want to put a tally on that shit, the way they shoot and the way they kill people. We talk about one WAP, and we not even talking about people that's involved with something that's in an extracurricular. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say it like that. Yeah. We talk about soccer moms and shit that was on vacation, that's at a concert that was just standing out.
It was like a festival type.
Right?
Shit,
you see what I'm saying? That's just one thing.
I think he was shooting from the Mandalay Bay.
What about the dude in Miami that shot up the gay club and he killed 50? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like y'all forget. People forget how
that was like Tampa or like Jacksonville.
Because that's what I'm saying. That's how they promote it, man. That's what I'm talking about.
It was still Florida, but
well, I'm just saying the media, wherever the fuck it was at, the media. You see, bro, this is at one WAP. So then you gotta talk about what you see. You gonna see the stats on Chicago. You gonna see the stats on New Orleans. You gonna see the stats on. We know the murder capital. Mm-hmm.
So
you feel me?
I was thinking,
we know the murder capital. They gonna give you them stats all day. You know how many people getting killed.
Yeah, they gonna give you the crime in the worst cities, and then they gonna give you these are the safest cities to move to. Right?
You feel me? Whatever that is.
I seen some shit this week, and it was like Fresno, the #1 destination.
You feel me? But when you go to telling this shit up, and you can say they sporadic or whatever, but these guys are murdering way more people, man. These people, the Unabomber, 15 years, blowing up buildings, whatever the fuck. Sending packages in the mail.
Killed 3 people, injured 12 people.
Right. They probably had injuries that they had to live with for the rest of their life.
And he only got caught because of a letter.
Right.
Like, that shit is crazy.
Yeah,
like, nigga, if he didn't send this shit, you probably still would have had like 5 more years that you could get to. Because I was telling Antoinette, I was like, if he would have made it a couple more years, if he would have made it into the 2000s, he would have got caught eventually.
No, he would have never got caught. In 2000s, like that, because that's when media.
That's when everything started.
No, that's when video, right?
After 9/11, bro, like
the Unabomber, he was melano. I mean, the Unabomber. You talking about the dude in Oklahoma?
No, Unabomber.
You talking about the Unabomber? You talking about?
I mean, not the Unabomber. Fucking the. Damn, what did I call it? When you got the hood on,
Unabomber,
and the hat. No, that's
you called him the Unabomber. That's the Unabomber. Yeah. Unabomber had the bombs and.
He by the addresses.
I'm talking about
letters.
Ted Kaczynski or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's the same. You said Oklahoma City. That's like a whole different.
No,
that's Timothy McVeigh.
Yeah,
that's Timothy McVeigh.
That's what threw me off because you said Oklahoma City, and I was like,
no. You said the Unabomber, and I thought about Ted. I thought about the Unabomber. Ted Kaczynski, I don't think he was the Unabomber? Was that his name?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is Ted Kaczynski. I said his name right. I just probably crossed over because that's how easy you can get them crossed up. Timothy McVeigh, all of them had a manifesto. That's what I'm saying. Like when we talk about these people, man, the Zodiac killer who was never caught.
The BGK killer,
right? All of these people,
because the Oklahoma City bombing dude got caught before him, right?
No, the Oklahoma bombing.
Or they did it before he got caught.
I can't remember that. I just know that when you go to talking about all of the people that's been impacted, when it comes from all of the white violence that's generally socialized, Marilyn Manson. Charlie Manson. My bad, not Marilyn Manson. That's an artist.
Yeah.
Charlie Manson, the dude. You know what I mean? The Branch Davidian, David Koresh, people y'all don't even think about.
Oh, I think about that shit. Cause
Right,
I'm
right,
from
like, you
Waco,
see what I'm
so
saying?
they
Right.
always
What,
show
you
that.
know what I'm saying? So the brands Davidian, all this shit like this. That the people don't talk about no more. Like it's not to the point it's romanticized. Bro, I was chilling with the little boo, you feel me? And the nigga seen some shit that was coming on called The Teacher that was like on a commercial where it's called like The Teacher. And it's like you get romanticized version.
Is that the shit about the teacher that like sleep with the student or some shit?
Right. Some little white lady that's sleeping with the teacher. Then boom, watching some like episodes of it. It's like they romanticizing this. You see what I'm saying? Ted Bundy is coming out. You know what I mean? Or you see what I'm saying? Like these people were serial killers. Killed multiple women.
Zac Efron played Ted Bundy.
You feel me? They romanticize this. They romanticize these white boys when they do it. They immortalize them. John Dillinger. You know about all these people. Billy the Kid. You know about all these people. You don't sit there and think about it. It's romanticized. It's fantasized. It's mythical legendized. Whatever the fuck you want to call it.
What's that movie? Fucking Hostel.
You feel me?
Where the motherfuckers be paying to just torture people and shit.
All the movies.
Right.
They romanticize it in the end in a certain degree compared to even how you see what I'm saying. Like this is something like how they report it, how it's like carried down through history. Like none of these people is like, man, these people is, bro, 117 mass shootings. 117 at this point. I'm talking about like that because I'm talking about. I put that on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, and they like everybody that was trying to comment on it was trying to talk about, oh, this dude black, and I never said anything about this particular situation. I posted that on purpose, like just like this here. You feel me? And that was at the time before I even checked the other stats. Cause I'm already knowing what they was finna report from what I seen. When it's like a black dude, so I'm like, shit, man. We talking about that, like, cause people forget about the Capitol.
Can you put that screenshot in the what's the name?
Mm-hmm. People forget about the Capitol in Michigan.
Or just send the link.
Yeah, I do that. People forget about the Capitol in Michigan when they tried to kidnap their governor.
Right.
So it's been 2 Capitol attacks.
And fucking, it was niggas outside of Kamala Harris' crib.
You feel me? It's been 2 Capitol attacks. People forget that. So I'm like, all lives matter, right? I'm like, damn. I'm like, several police deaths. So I'm like, at this point, I'm not even trying to say it on no Black Lives Matter shit. I'm saying like, what the fuck do it take for y'all to motherfucking take a motherfucking piece on white crime? Like, you sitting up like y'all sit up here, y'all reporting this shit like, oh, it's another thing. It's like, brother, all this shit that y'all talking about, y'all got like a whole think piece about, oh, he was with the Nation of Islam or this, that, and the third. Versus, you sit up here and you got a motherfucker that's
But it's already been proven
and
that the
I'm
government
saying,
lies on the
year,
Nation
like,
of Islam all the time.
Mm-hmm.
right? Well,
They
I'm saying,
constantly
like, y'all
lie
tie
on
that
them. It's
together.
been proven
Bro,
over and over, so it's the same game.
Look at these. I got 13 comments on that shit. 100 likes, 6 retweets. You know what I'm saying? Not like I'm going viral now, but you know what I mean. Especially if you listen to Layman, man, well stated, and I'm gonna show you. You know what I mean. So it ain't. You know what I mean. Look at your local papers. They're forced to talk about Black Lives Matter and go along with statuses. Better being torn down and streets renamed is BS. If you ask me. On the contrary, that's a well here. Oh, they made him delete all the other ones. I like those. Oh, I like that. They deleted it. Look, it was short no boy. Somebody said I'm racist. Let me like that. I didn't even see that one. That's recent. Oh, that was yesterday. My bad. That was today. Somebody said I was racist about that. That's what I said, bro. Somebody said I was racist. I was like, man, These niggas reporting about it. They talk about Nation of Islam. All this, like brother, white violence, like you can't even go. Like when I was in Vegas, just recently, this was in March. I'm sitting up here, I'm going out, and then I'm sitting up here, and for the first time, I could honestly say, I thought when I was out, what if a white dude, like I was thinking about where we was at in terms of being out in wide open spaces versus being inside of a casino or inside of a club. You see what I'm saying? Versus being in
like
some
a grocery store,
right?
or church or something.
You feel me? Feel me? Like I was very conscious of it. For the first time, I could say I was conscious of it. Like, so niggas act like this shit don't affect them.
When we went to Vegas, nigga, I was like, God damn.
Yeah, I'm just saying for the first time I can remember me thinking about it. Well, I can remember that thought.
And I think
when
the first time I went to LA was
about.
like one of them times where like some dude went out with like the machine gun and shit. It was like, and it was like a little bit after that, and I was like, bro, like it's already
you feel
LA,
me?
like
you feel me?
Gang shit, like a nigga could be moving around.
This shit ridiculous, brother. like make no mistake, man.
That was the second year that the anniversary was, because it was 2017 October 1st.
I don't know when the anniversary of nothing is. I just know.
No, I'm saying I looked that up, and when we were out there during that time frame.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's not a time frame as these savages have shown you. And I don't mean that to all white people, because I got a bunch of white friends. I'm talking about these people that need to start being policed in the same way that they put all this pressure on these black people wrongfully or rightfully. They are not policing these guys.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm speaking on. I'm not speaking on white people in general. I'm saying like, okay, all right, the jig is up. Like, okay, you can say whatever the fuck you want, but I no longer feel safe myself.
Yeah. The most
like as a regular person, if I ain't got my strap on me, I gotta see what I'm saying. I gotta sit up here.
Yeah, because you didn't drive out there. You probably flew.
Right, you gotta fly, and it's like, okay, now you gotta sit up here and really look for real, like, cause they not policing it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm not being racist. I'm not saying, okay, white people didn't do this or that in theory, cause that's a different conversation, and we could go back and forth with that. But no, are we gonna start talking about like how they policing the like that? Like, this shit is terrible. Like how the shit is going with. You got the police on one side, which these are a bunch of white guys that, in my eyes, I consider serial killers because by the definition they are. Where a lot of these guys, especially, and it's particularly white guys, you see, because a lot of the black guys get convicted early on. But the white guys, they have multiple shootings and shit. It's multiple police that's been killed, multiple people on the job that still work regularly. So those are serial killers. Because you kill multiple people, so you technically are a serial killer by that, like, you know, definition of being serial and killer, but not like by what the, you know, the common version of it, or the colloquialism that's used around it, as far as
they give them the right to do
you know
that
what I mean?
shit, like
how they do it, like, you know, with the movies and all of that. But when it comes to
the fucking George Floyd trial, bro, like,
oh man,
nigga, you sipping a shot, bro? Like, hold on,
nigga.
This is the
it's
same.
6 o'clock. It's like damn near been an hour.
This is the same thing.
It's been an hour.
This is the same.
It's been an hour.
So it's all the same thing.
So you need to add another on that hoe.
You can't police how I sip my shit.
Nigga,
a shot is a shot, nigga.
I
It's
pour
not a
these
sip.
up on purpose. This ain't got nothing to do with you. This ain't yours. You ain't jinx me. You niggas ain't jinx me.
Nigga.
I didn't even see you niggas drinking.
It's
you
called
niggas,
a shot.
You
for
niggas
a
ain't
reason.
even drinking.
My cup is right here.
And your cup does not touch us, nigga. Fuck is you mean? My mom.
You sipping a shot.
But I'm doing more than you.
It's not called a shot, though.
You know what I mean?
Sipping.
Straight 3 amigos. Nigga over here drinking pop. Don't even play with me right now. I'm the
What
I'm
the
the
fuck
one.
is pop, nigga? This nigga over here sipping pop. Like,
Over here drinking soda pop. You feel me? Soda pop, a nice soda pop. Pepsi over here, basically. You feel me?
let me make sure they know I'm drinking water too. You know what I'm saying? And we'll come back with another one.
Gotta let them know.
So they know it's still going.
You know what I mean? Because it's always, support water, drink the water, stay hydrated.
Hydration is paramount.
I see you, my nigga, like.
2 hours later.
I still be me. But as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. Yeah, nah, man. This shit need to be policed on a more heavily basis, man.
Yeah.
And that ain't no joke. That ain't no bias. That ain't no nah, bro. You sitting up here looking at, again, these people is shooting multiple people at a time in a lot of scenarios. Like, people, like, it's so many situations you can't remember them all because they happening so fast that it's the next one and the next
It's like
one.
too much
So you
shit,
forgot about
bro.
the Walmart jump where the dude just shot up the people. Yeah, and you forgot about the Walmart jump. You forgot about that. Well, yeah.
Not the Walmart. Sorry,
El Paso?
Well, that one.
Right, you feel me?
The movie theater.
You feel me? All these shit I'm saying,
Aurora.
like the way they move and whatnot. That's all I'm saying from this year.
Oh shit.
That Walmart joint was this year. Yeah, they just
Yeah,
dude was just shooting, and it was at the Walmart in was it Kentucky? Yep, it was
I thought you
Kentucky.
was talking about El Paso like a year or two ago.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, yeah, the Walmart joint in Kentucky,
Yeah,
right? That's what I'm saying. They happening so fast that you starting to forget about it more quickly.
Desensitized.
Because you're desensitized. You forget about it so quickly, like, right, y'all are all going, no. I'm talking about the one that just happened. Just happened, whatever like this shit happening so fast. You getting them back to back, like, right. Where's the police coming in, man? Like, what are y'all doing to, like, address 117 shootings? Mass shootings?
I'm just saying that just sounds like that's like a plan type situation sometimes. I'm not just.
Well,
saying,
it's not spoke about.
Well,
It's not spoke about. It's something you gotta look up. You don't get. I've never been on. I've never seen even when they report about it.
Bombard people with this drama.
I've never seen them report it. I've never seen them report it. I've never seen it on the media outlet. Even something like it's like this is the 113th mass attack this year.
No, but
I don't see them saying it. They not right. You see what I'm saying? They're not promoting that at all. They're not speaking on that at all.
Nope.
And I'm saying there's a dude like, you see what I'm saying? So now you coming out to the point where a black guy like me, I'm coming now. I gotta worry about the police. You gotta worry about ignorant people. Then you gotta worry about just a white person just popping the fuck out.
Right.
Just cause.
Yep.
Cause I'm saying if you going to go by the historical jump, cause if you going by the numbers and shit, like I say, and these dudes they shoot people up. Yeah, people get sprayed the fuck up. The dude in New Orleans, like I told y'all about a couple weeks ago, confessed 13 bodies, whatever. I showed you the dude named Iceman that showed you that he said he could on camera. He said he probably killed close to 200 people. Showed you him too. So yeah, rabbit sound like a lot when you say 13, but I can show you an old white man that was never looked at that would have never got found out if he had never said something on tape that confessed to almost 200, if not 200, as he said. Easy. Matter of fact type of shit.
Yeah.
Shoulder
That's
shrug.
fucking wild.
The shit that I
just
was
don't make
watching
no
with
sense.
the
Shoulder
fucking-
shrug, right? Shoulder, right. You see what I'm saying?
Like, why?
The shit
Shoulder
that I was
shrug.
watching with the fucking Green River Killer.
Yeah.
Like, this nigga, they had him on the radar in like 15 to like 20 something kills. They
What?
interviewing this nigga and they talking to him like it's him or two other dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And they got them all there. It takes the 2000s for them niggas to have like evidence like that.
Wow.
Cause they don't like all their resources going sitting on some nigga like Big Meat Chop.
Yeah, so the dude that was like following Ted Bundy's shit, like trying to piece it together. He came and worked on they shit, and then he like, y'all niggas don't got y'all shit together. It's not organized. Like,
Right.
you gotta have these type of tips in this area. You gotta have this shit together so you know what's real, what's fake. You know what I'm saying? What to kind of follow and what to go off of. Y'all got all this shit in like one pile, and like niggas is out here dying, and y'all don't give a fuck about
None of that.
Organization with it or nothing.
Niggas just bullshit. Niggas just running around again looking for some black dude that did something, and looking to throw him 1,000 years on this shit.
Yeah.
For his shit, and
Close the book and be like, we accomplished it.
you know what I mean?
Knowing that
Like
there's
you know, take a picture with some
7
drugs
other
or
murders
something.
going on right now.
You know what I'm saying? That, like, you know what I mean? They gonna catch a nigga with $1 million worth of weed, you know, and smile in front of the picture with the drugs, thumbs up. Well, nigga, you know what I mean? Like, and that's my whole thing. Cause I understand, you know, okay, the shit you doing, okay, you get somebody that's doing something illegal. But these people out here, at this point, it ain't safe for nobody. 117 and bro, we not. I forgot how many days it is. I think it's still in the 80s, bro. We not.
Yeah,
80s
Master
days.
P be doing like the
We not.
the walk, and he be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep
30,
going, blah, blah,
28,
blah. You can't stop.
31.
Yeah.
So that's what 58.
I think he was at 80
31.
something like last week, so it might be like 87,
So then
80.
it's 59.
87, 89.
Man.
Huh?
Plus, so
Nah, the
it's
days of the
58
year.
plus 31. So then that's what 89, right? 88. I mean 89, 90, 91, 92. We 92 days in a year.
Yeah, not too
With
far.
117, with 117 motherfucking mass shootings. And that shit still just like, yeah. But this black dude, he was with the Nation of Islam. Nation of Islam ain't out here doing shit. He wasn't with no goddamn Nation of Islam. You think Farrakhan would be stupid enough to send a nigga to drive up to a barricade at the motherfucking Capitol, to just drive up in a singular car, drive up with a fucking knife, and just send one nigga to kill one police? Farrakhan, Nation of Islam. Farrakhan.
Y'all done hated this nigga for years.
Million
and this
Man
is
March.
what he wants.
Million Man March Farrakhan, where he marched with 1 million people and nothing happened.
Right.
That same Farrakhan. Let's not forget who we talking about. That Farrakhan. People forget, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm here to remind you. It's the mental Rolodex. I'm always watching. I'm like that omnipotent. A Zordon.
Y'all heard that Roy song Layers? With Rick Ross and fucking Pusha T.
Royce 5'9".
Yeah.
I think I mean it's on the album Layers, right?
That sound intriguing.
You listen to the album? I probably did.
That's one of my favorite, like, fucking Roy songs right there. Like, it got the
Royce got a
Farrakhan.
bunch.
It got the Farrakhan sample though. Like, it's like on each hook. So that shit is fire.
Yeah, Royce got a bunch for me. I mean, when he did the Eminem album, the Eminem and Royce 5'9" album, that Bad Me Evil, that was you know, they was on that bitch spitting, you know, the first verse on for the autopilot, verse for the response to the autopilot. I touch dirt, my natural born nudge birth. I reach birth, like that nigga was on that bitch spitting like, right. Loud music. Lyrically, I'm a cocaine Altoid. Wait, politically cocaine bout boy. Wait, lyrically, I'm a cocaine cowboy. Wait, did I almost go 4 miles when I talk about my big dick? See, last night being your bitch and we ate fake, and we ate steak, and we ate cake. I'm just making sure I don't say too much so they can't like hit me with that, you know. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. That fucking Farrakhan sample on that hoe is.
But yeah, man. So like, but they already found this out a day later. But anytime it's some white dude or something like that, it's always he was in trouble. That's what I'm saying. So we saying like we talking about like he was sexual motivated. Like no, you tying this to a whole religious group. This one incident to a whole religious group. But you literally have 103 instances where it was white guys, and you literally just again make sure you understand. So it's more people than days. Mm-hmm. Mass shooting events. So these people are killing more people than it's them. So if it's 100 of them incidents, we're talking about more than 103 people that died or got injured or that had to be whatever the fuck happened to them. That's what I'm saying. And we only fucking 92 days into the year. So going by the numbers, we're gonna have more motherfucking mass shootings than days in a year. So wherever you go, you just gotta hope it ain't your motherfucking day.
Yep. Pull up.
Is what I'm getting at. Like that's what I'm saying. In March, that's what I'm saying. That was the first time I ever thought about it. Because we at that point, right? You feel me? At that point, that's the first time where it's like, okay, I've actually been out, and it's more deaths, it's more mass shootings than days. Yeah. So at the time, you see what I'm saying? At the time in March, I'm talking about was this like March 14th? So yeah, like 12th or 14th. So at that time, we talking about like it was something like what? I think it was like 90 or something like that. And we had, you see what I'm saying? Like,
yep. Because I remember as a kid, fucking after the fucking Colorado shit, like school was like mad different.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So I'm out and about in Vegas, but I'm sitting here realizing
school was like mad different after that, nigga. You tucking in your shirt, nigga. You
right. Nigga ain't won't be no problem.
Yeah, well,
you feel me? And then nigga stop making the fun of them niggas that look like they might shoot this bitch up. Because they might shoot this bitch up.
We fucking with everybody else.
Right, bro.
Except y'all.
Except y'all. You like you might shoot this bitch up, you got it, cuz. You go ahead and have a good day.
We cool with you, my
right.
nigga.
We actually, what's your name? I'm your friend. How you doing? I'm Rick. How you doing? What's your name? Talk to me. But yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This was the first time where I actually recall myself being out, walking, and at one point I thought about that. Just keeping it a bean. It really crossed my mind, like, man, I need to make sure we stay in somewhere at least where it's a little bit of cover or something, because you just don't know. Right. It like I'm saying again. I just showed you the motherfucking stats. You know what I'm saying?
You can be at the gas station getting gas,
and the nigga just walking that bitch and start busting.
Push the 93, you'd be like pop. You'd be like, what the fuck was that?
Right.
And then. Oh
pop,
shit!
Pop, pop,
oh shit! Oh
right.
shit! Okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, what are you gonna do?
And it's
you got change
and
left.
And everybody downplaying.
You got change.
So I feel like if we got a platform, we talk about it.
Your card.
If we got a platform,
nigga, I'm not here. Nigga,
if we got a platform to talk about it, and somebody can talk about it, I feel like the voice need to be shared on that shit. You know what I'm saying? That way, at least, you know what I'm saying. Hopefully this shit go viral. Hopefully, motherfucker, if they don't take no other clips, take this part right here. Send that shit to CNN. Send that shit, tag ABC, tag motherfucking NBC, tag CBS, tag all the motherfucking major news outlets. And ask them motherfuckers, like I said on the motherfucking post. I said CBS.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah. I'm on point. Yeah. No, yeah. You can tag CBS too. Tag anybody with some motherfucking power and influence. No, I definitely said CBS. But tag anybody, I just see it's same boat. Yeah, you just got it, yeah. But same thing. But no, I'm dead serious. You niggas trying to be funny, man. This shit ain't funny, bro. These niggas out here killing niggas and white people ain't even being like, bro. If 103 or more incidents of black dudes shooting people had happened before April the motherfucking 5th, do you know what type of state of emergency we would be in right now? Let's quit playing, man. Like, do you realize what, like, not like that Chicago shit when they shooting whoever they shoot in Baton Rouge or when it's nobody cares about that. No. If the motherfuckers, if 103 black dudes was running around shooting motherfuckers right now, for whatever the reason is, they said they was doing it on some mass scale where they running around shooting Asian people, they run around shooting. White people, Hispanic people, all these people. You see the narrative they got with the Asian and black crime, what they ain't even got no motherfucking evidence of. You ain't seen no motherfucking post, still to this date, about no goddamn motherfucking black people that's out here committing no Asian hate crimes. But that's some type of narrative that's keep being pushed. You gotta ask yourself, where is this shit even coming from? Who even starting these narratives? Because it's 100 and I had to look it up. I didn't know these things.
Just over just encounters, and I've never, maybe two, and that was not even like them.
I don't know no black people in the hood or nothing like that. They even know no Asians like that. On top of it, from this we talking about like at like the Korean store, or the stores where they got the hair or something like that, or massage parlors. Outside of that, I don't see no black people that's like, oh man, fuck that Asian person.
Right.
That's not some shit that's real.
Right.
Like now you might have
black
somebody
somewhere.
Right,
Anybody.
right. But that's not some shit that's real. Now you got people that be like, they weary of Asian people because Asian people be racist as fuck, and sometimes they do, especially when
everybody be.
You know what I mean? At one point, in terms of some type of shit,
like
you know what I mean? So
I think somewhere in China, in general,
you know what I mean? Like the hurry up and I'm just saying, like the situation in Cali where the girl got shot in the 90s. That was a racist situation where she was patrolling that girl and shot that girl. She thought she was stealing. The little girl.
The 15-year-old girl.
Right.
Yeah. It was on video. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But she thought she was stealing, and she shot her. And then come to find out she wasn't stealing.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like shit like that.
And that was in the 90s.
But but even still. Black people not out here. Black people that have so much opposition, and black people is leery of everybody. So ain't everybody get a pass. Everybody is leery until they get a pass. Once they get a pass, they get a pass. Well, they might be able to do something what they wouldn't normally be able to do because they not like they just being regular. You know what I mean? Like a nigga might like make a racist joke in my eyes. The same way I might make one. And even what type of racist joke cause see, I like keeping it in the band. You know how people like on social media, people always acting like they don't be acting like this in private. But you, like I keep saying, people, you can't trick God. You can try to trick me, but you can't trick God. Like niggas know, a nigga know. Trust me, I know. Cause we had these like you know what I mean. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. That shit that niggas don't talk about. You talk about it.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody do it. And then they act like they don't do it for social media. So then they always up in a tizzy about everything somebody say. I can't believe you said that. This, that, and the third. Like, nigga, cut it out. Cut it out. I put a little liquor in your ass.
I like this shit.
Whole different person. You a whole different person. But not a whole different person. You just the person that you not being the facade of. Because when you put your liquor in you can't keep that up.
Yep. Everybody done said some shit.
You feel me? Put the liquor in you, then we get the real you.
Even without the liquor, like you probably done said some shit that you probably should have
said. No. I'm just saying.
And niggas be acting like they can't.
No. They ain't said with the liquor. They said it in the comfort of whatever the privacy they had, wherever they had it. That's why you be having them friends and shit that be ousting people where they get into it, they start beefing, and then they motherfucking
like 5 years later, they got the video of Justin Bieber singing, nigga. Like,
you know what I'm saying? They start beefing all of a sudden. They got some video or some
Post Malone doing some shit.
Right, or some text messages y'all was talking about, some group chat where you had some racist ass jokes. Right. Right. You hear me?
That's pretty much.
Make no mistake, that's what fuels all of this.
I don't understand when people go to those levels, like a lot of celebrities or people that become great celebrities, and just all.
It's like digging up old tweets, though. Like,
right,
you gonna try to like
you're trying to link everything back together to try to crumble the situation.
Yeah, but some niggas' old tweets is probably kind of like some of the niggas that we was talking about. Like, you can see the trail of. It's not just a one-time thing where they in a conversation and this is in the moment type shit, and they roasting somebody like, nigga, this is a pattern.
Right. And but when it comes to stuff like that, the past is the past. Like when I that's what I don't agree with that. But I don't agree with police in the past. Meaning like if you didn't stand up for it then, I'm trying to stand up for it now. Like somebody like because times change. That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah,
because if
like
you want to
certain
go
jokes
back
that you could make like back then, like you could call somebody some shit did
Bernie
in
Mac
2012.
Bernie Mac, one of the greatest of all time.
It's not cool.
Bernie Mac, one of the greatest of all time. Half of his set wouldn't even fly.
Oh yeah,
more than half.
Eddie Murphy Raw.
Yeah, right, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Bernie Mac, half of his set wouldn't even fly. So when you talk about going back, but no, I take it a step further. The reason why I say that because I always take a step back. Meaning, if we're gonna start policing the past, why y'all get to decide where to stop it? If we're gonna start policing the past, we can take it back to the fucking 50s when y'all did some wrongful conviction. Or them doctors that still got the motherfucking estates they profited off of from the Tuskegee motherfucking experiment. Or the motherfucking people that never got compensated for the Oklahoma Tulsa bombings.
Yep.
Or the motherfuckers like it's a whole bunch of shit.
Bro,
there's a whole bunch of shit.
The Louisiana shit.
That's what I was talking about last time with the motherfucking episodes. Like it's so much shit to go to when it comes to a motherfucker. Policing some shit from the past, but motherfuckers to be doing shit about cartoons and shit. Like it's so much motherfucking shit.
Nigga, Yosemite Sam is still in the fucking.
Of course he is. And he ain't
I seen the Space Jam preview
right.
today.
He promoting gunshots and shit for white
nigga,
people.
I seen him say in some shit where I think it's on Netflix where Will Smith is like the main host, and it's about the 14th Amendment and like all the laws and shit that they've built and tried to like fight shit for.
Right.
And like they show Yosemite Sam tell Bugs Bunny like I got sent here by General Lee and I'm here to shoot all the Yankees, blah blah blah.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And that nigga, they ain't removed
that's
that
this
nigga
that's
from.
what I'm saying. This is exactly what I was talking about. Cause I am Negro dumbest, like I said. You motherfuckers, and then boom, flash forward, motherfucker. Like I said.
So the main meme today is Lola Bunny throwing the
I
alley-oop
said
to LeBron.
Yosemite.
And then when you watch the preview for the link, Yosemite Sam is still in the fucking
I said
Space Jam
Yosemite
shit.
Sam. I said Yosemite Sam a couple of episodes ago. To be specific about it. Yes. Why the fuck is he still in there? He promoting gun violence. That's what he do.
But that nigga was like,
he got twins
to shoot the Yankees.
Right. You see what I'm saying? The Yankees being whoever the Yankees being the northern people that won the motherfucking Civil War and saved the motherfuckers from being
he turned into a fucking rabbit, bro.
Right. You feel me? So just let's be clear about who the Yankees were and who the Yankees are in MLB or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So when you talk about all of this shit, that's what I'm saying. This shit way deeper than a motherfucking cartoon, where niggas just be getting sensitive about a cartoon. Like if you gonna be, if you want to start getting offended, then if y'all want to be fake woke, let's be real woke. Like let's be up on. Let's recreate this whole thing. The Yankees was a motherfucking derogatory term used for the northern people that was supporting, the freedom of slavery during the Civil War, where that was the motherfucking topic of debate. Just to be clear about who the Yankees were versus the Confederate flag and all of that. So when we got talking about teams like the Redskins, the Yankees, and all of that, like you got all this real shit that you can deal with. You feel me? You got the Atlanta Braves. You got all this shit you can really deal with. And then we be up here talking about cartoons. Well, we gotta talk about, because that's what's happening in the media world. We talk about cartoons. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, this shit is ridiculous, bro. Like, we got so much shit going on that it really could be addressed. 103 mass shootings, multiple gunned down.
Child involved.
What? And that's just the one they consider mass shooting. Cause the dude in Kenosha, he wasn't considered as a mass shooter. He just killed 2 people. Right? Right.
What's that, B?
Right. I know I'm right. I'm just telling you he wasn't.
The one thing I want to see is
What the
like,
fuck?
I ain't heard from Trump in a minute, right? So
You can't hear from Trump. He
The
ain't gonna
first
be on
thing
no
this
social-
nigga, the first statement that I heard from this nigga was like today or yesterday, where it was like,
They got that band.
fuck the MLB shit.
They got that band. No, they got that band. They don't want him on no platform. They banned him from all platforms.
Yeah.
He gonna have to create his own shit, and then basically
It was a statement where he was
gonna
going
create
against the
his own
MLB.
site. He got to create his own site, which I'm pretty sure he's working on, where he can have his interactions or his news.
I mean, it wasn't like a tweet or like an Instagram post or no shit like that, but it was like a statement.
No, I know when they hear the media, when they start saying Trump said, then they go find it and they motherfucking ban. I'm telling you, them boys is on it. They don't want that boy. I don't know what it is about him that rubbed them the wrong way, but the media, you know, because the media ain't normally on people's side at all, but they hate that boy. They get that boy scrubbed every time. I just read about that. Yes, sir. I know for a fact they got him up out of there.
I think he was against like
I don't know what he was
the MLB. They was moving the All-Star game out
of Atlanta. Whatever it was that they did. Now I'm
and
talking
that
about
nigga did not like
the
that
media.
shit, bro.
I'm saying whatever it was between all them platforms that he got banned on, he must have had some bill in the work or something like that that they just really didn't support as a group, and they had got together about that. Like whenever they was at a party, they talked about it. Like, oh, let me talk to you real quick, Mark. Hey, let me holler at you real quick.
Let's have a conversation that we didn't have.
Let me borrow him for a second. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you know that there's a bill that, so like, cause I'm saying like, it had to be, cause I'm saying like they blackballing that boy. I don't know what he is trying to say, and I ain't saying that he should have a right to say it or not. I'm just saying that when the fuck is media ever gave a fuck about racist shit? It's some racists come out every other day, and they don't blackball it. You see what I'm saying? Trump being a racist or whatever the fuck he being, I don't understand. Like just like with Farrakhan, like it's something that they doing. Yeah. It's a reason they blackball them because there's a certain power they have, but then that's what they be scared of. So it's whatever way.
But like with baseball, like they giving like certain teams like 100% like access. Like if them niggas go from like 100% to like 75, like that's even a little difference where you could see like.
What you mean 100% access?
Like the Rangers, like you could have 100% like capacity. So like, I mean, if that nigga like say fuck baseball, blah blah blah, we doing this, and there's niggas that actually like follow that.
Nah,
nigga, like,
that's not a concern.
If you can see that shit,
that's
like,
not a concern. They not worried about that, man. Trump.
That is a concern.
Trump got 72.
Had niggas march to the Capitol.
Trump got a record. Trump got a record number of votes. Let's make that clear, so we understand exactly who we talking about. Trump got a record number of votes, just like Biden. Biden got a record number of votes, but Trump also broke the record. Niggas love to forget that, cause Biden won, but yeah, Trump also broke the record. 70 million plus. Make no mistake, this man is not just motherfucking talking by his motherfucking self. He's not just saying something that he motherfucking. You see what I'm saying? Like these people fucking hit the Capitol. Like it's not ever, to me, it's not ever held to the standard of the power that this nigga has right now. Like nah, you blackballing him. I ain't saying that you should or shouldn't blackball him. I'm just saying that's what's happening. I was just being specific about what's happening for whatever reason, because I don't also think the media gives a fuck about black people for real, or gives a fuck about the people for real. It's something that he's doing that is counter to their narrative as well, along with those other groups that they banned. That's all I was saying. I'm not going no further than that. But make no mistake as to who this dude is. And like, no, we not gonna downplay. No, this nigga ain't no motherfucking Rudy Poop Candy ass nigga. This nigga got motherfucking almost 100 million people to vote for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that was the first statement that I heard from him since he done really lost the election.
You know what I'm saying? So trust me, he working on something. He got 100 million people to vote for him almost.
Yeah.
If they could, 100 million.
And when you going against some niggas just because they move in the All-Star game, like, nigga, like, why is that the All-Star game is the first shit that we hearing from, like,
whatever it is. I mean, because he represent what he represent. Everybody know what he represent. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying, like, if we gonna talk about something, the media need to be talking about the mass shootings and shit, because that shit is a threat to regular people. I'm saying, like, I can't be a tourist in your city without worrying about if I'm in the right venue.
I know that's pretty much what I'm trying.
That's the point we at right now.
Yeah.
That's the point we at.
Because I'm going to Atlanta in May. And
right, like you gotta be.
And that's the spot where the All-Star
right,
game is.
Right. I'm saying, like, this
nigga,
shit,
like,
this shit,
that's
this
where
shit,
my point is coming from. Like,
I'm just saying, this shit.
Every time this nigga say some shit, like, some shit pop off, and it's like, oh, shit.
This shit
like,
making me want to drive everywhere. You feel me? If I can't drive, you know what I mean? Make sure I can fly with it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Cause nah.
Passenger 57.
You feel me? nah, they throw it in the carry on, cause you can carry it with you. You just gotta know how to fly with it. But yeah, you gotta make sure you flying with it, no cap, cause it ain't even a motherfucking joke out here. It's a real motherfucking epidemic out this bitch. Yeah. Real motherfucking epidemic. Like, this shit is...
What's that card that you don't want to be caught without? Like,
right, you know what I'm saying?
You remember the fucking commercials for, like, the credit card or some shit? Don't leave home without it, or whatever they slogan was. Like, nigga, don't get caught without it, or don't leave home without it. Right. Whatever it was, nigga.
Right, because that's what I'm saying. I mean, it was a capital shooting. I'm very sorry to hear that. But I'm saying I've already seen more media on that than I've seen on when they Capitol. Like the people from the Capitol attack, they've already started letting them off on the cases. Like, and to make no mistake, somebody died in the Capitol. In that too. Yeah. But they're saying these people wasn't a threat. I'm not bullshitting you. Look it up. Like, there was the mom and the dude couple. The mom and the son. The dude that had the zip ties, to be specific. So you can look him up. The dude that had the zip ties at the Capitol. Look up what happened to him. They deemed him not to be a threat. They dropped the charges on him. He had zip ties in his hand on the photo. There's people that, like, there's police that died in that altercation too. Yeah. Somebody needs to be accountable for that. Who's accountable for, like, who got charged with the murder? We still haven't, you see what I'm saying? Police died in that altercation. Yeah. Well, we just gonna chalk that up to, like, the forces of nature?
On fucking that Soul of a Nation shit, fucking they had it was a black police officer in there. So, like, while the people storming the Capitol, like, he's supposed to be able to, like, he's fighting to keep them niggas out or whatever. And they calling him nigga and, like, all types of shit while he doing this. So he like, damn, bro, like, I'm really trying to defend this shit, but, like, y'all niggas keep calling me niggas. So it's like,
I want to fuck you up.
Yeah.
Right.
But there's a lot of y'all, so I'm gonna take a good amount. The ones that get my blows are gonna fucking regret it.
Right.
And then after that, I'll start biting and doing all types of shit that I need to do to get out of that situation. But just saying, man. Fucking.
I'm just saying, bro. Same token.
You gotta be aware.
Yeah. And you do gotta be aware, because I'm saying you gotta be aware of more than just the surface level. That's what I'm saying. You gotta sit there and actually start looking at what's happening. Like I'm saying, these people is getting off on these cases. I'm saying this is a day later. They're already tying this man to Farrakhan. They're saying, you see what I'm saying? This is the mother, like, right. What was the motivation for the motherfucking Capitol riots again? What did they say it was because of? Just to be clear, what did the media in their reporting saying that was because of? What was the reason why everybody did that?
Because Trump
incited a riot.
No. Is that what the media said?
That's what they were saying. That's what I had heard.
You heard that from the media? What media outlet?
I can't remember.
You didn't remember the media outlet. You remember
what?
You heard that as social media. You heard that as a speculation as to why it happened. You never heard a confirmed reason as to why the motherfucking Capitol riots happened. You never heard it. Look up
if
the
you
media
watch it on
outlet.
TV,
Post it on the motherfucking comments if you got it for me. I guarantee you it ain't gonna come. I guarantee you it's not gonna come. There's no motherfucking media outlet that says the Capitol riots happened because of this. There's no media outlet that says specifically the Capitol riots happened because of this. Go look it up. None. To this day. There's never been a motive. That's why they're getting off on it, because they've been deeming them not to be a threat, because there was no motive for what they did, because no one ever got charged with a
I just
motive.
remember seeing Trump saying, "Let's go down."
Why do you think they were deemed not to be a threat?
Wasn't that part of the point that they were making of the appeal?
They saying it was a protest. Basically.
I think that's why they trying to get Trump out of here, and he can't do that. They blocked him from shit after that moment right there,
because
he said, "Let's go."
because the government is treating them as like a brother. That was a brother. They were in the Capitol. They were looking for senators and shit. The senators have a to-go plan, meaning that if they ever get hit or something like that, like every movie you ever seen, they got a plan as to how to get out of there in the 73rd. But officers died in that.
Right.
There's pictures. Brother, do you think if you was in a senator's seat right now at the Capitol House right now, if you ran out there and did that same shit, what do you think you getting charged with? I could tell you the word. Start with a T, it end with an eason. Treason. They're going to charge your ass with espionage, whatever motherfucking charge that's thick to make sure they can execute your ass on sight. Fuck out of here. Dubz, brother, you're gone. Get the fuck out of here. Come on now. Bro, they deeming these people not. This man was jumping over rails with zip ties. Officers died. They died. They're dead.
Documents and shit.
Right, they're dead. They're gone.
Stole
People,
laptops
right?
And try to sell
They
them
stole,
to
right?
fucking,
They were committing
Russian
espionage.
spies,
Literally,
what?
espionage. There was government property stolen. All of this. This was a real coup. This wasn't no attempt. They did what they was trying to do. The people just wasn't there. The people just wasn't there. That's what the zip ties was for.
That's what minute 91 of the podcast. We're gonna cut it off here. Like,
that's what the zip ties was for.
Nigga come through the ceiling with a parachute and shit.
You
like,
feel me? But that's what the zip ties was for. Cut it out. You telling me y'all came here strapped up with vests and shit? You just got zip ties in hand, multiples. What was them for? A nigga show up with zip ties anywhere. When the last time you showed up with zip ties? When the last time you had some zip ties and you wasn't moving?
The only time I really work with zip ties is when I worked at fucking Dish Network.
My point. Nobody fucking walks around with zip ties. Nigga showed up with zip ties. To motherfucking secure people. To motherfucking put people in a motherfucking zip tie. Because they was ready to house a motherfucking coup until the government conceded that Trump won the election. That's what they was prepared to do. That's the reality of what the motherfucking goal was. It don't take a rocket science to figure this out. These people is being deemed as not threats. They took over the government. You understand? There's people that motherfucking sold motherfucking weed their whole career that are in jail for 10 plus years right now. These people took over the motherfucking Capitol House and are deemed as not a threat to anything. Not a threat to society, not a threat to the government, not a threat to anything.
All they did was get fired from their job and they could get another job. Like, that's not...
Which they will definitely get another job. Cause somebody,
I did what you did, brother.
right. Well, I was just finna say, they supported. They just didn't have the heart to do what you did. So they like, brother, you the part. Oh, no, you're the dude, bro. Right. You're the dude from the motherfucking Capitol riots. Yeah. Oh my God, this is sick,
we're
bro.
gonna start you off a little bit higher than normal because you.
Was that a Will Ferrell movie? Where
Come on now.
No, that was fucking Fun with Dick and Jane, where they fucking brought that nigga in for the interview and was like, "Hey, you was that dude for this
statistics?
Come on now.
Statistics.
Come on now.
Look.
Come on now.
They're doing little.
This shit is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like I say, bro, they got, man, so many motherfucking cases where they could have just at least touched on it, and motherfuckers is got this propaganda where they trying not to have the gun control conversation promoted too much, but shit, they talk about this white on white crime at least, motherfucker, because they killing a lot of white people, they killing a lot of all these type of people. And it's not even being treated as hate crimes. All these white boys out here doing this, because like I say, these boys is, you can say what you want about the black on black crime or whatever, but they're happening in these people's neighborhoods where black on black crime is hating. These people is going out and about finding grandmas and people that ain't got nothing to do with a motherfucking thing. This is out and about at some grocery store, and then you don't make it out.
Yeah.
That shit motherfucking crazy. Like, whole motherfucking crazy. And
or you just thinking you supposed to get this massage and a
right,
nigga just step in his bitch.
Right, you feel me? Niggas just step in his bitch, now it's pop out. So now you can't get a massage. You tenser than you ever been in your whole entire life, and now you ain't gonna never want to go. You ain't never feel comfortable in a massage parlor again.
Fear, flight, freeze.
Oh no, there's so many phobias, man. I was just looking at it. There's so many phobias. You know what I mean? Piston stopophobia. Piston stopophobia is the fear of romantic relationships due to trauma or something like that. And that's what a lot of people suffer from. But then you add on other phobias on top of that. So then you add, they probably got that phobia, this phobia, that phobia. You see what I'm saying? And then these people like they sit at the house looking at whatever they looking at. These guys be out here, man. This shit crazy, brother. Like really crazy. Like these motherfuckers is then they talking about like nah, these motherfuckers they not insane. They know exactly what they doing. They just weirdos. And motherfuckers like try to make them unsocietal, because then that's when black people is held to the standard as far as like what's sane and what ain't, if you think about it, because that's what no. We look at any motherfucking sane person, these motherfuckers is not on no motherfucking scale as far as whatever the fuck. Same way if you was to look at it on any scale with the black dude, even like the black dude I'm saying with 13 people, this motherfucker not sane. You bought 13 people, and it wasn't about no money or nothing.
Yeah.
You ain't stable. Or maybe someone was about some money or something, so that nigga, cause you ain't like a nigga. Like I said, it was a situation where I think it was killing niggas and then driving back to go dump the weapons and see a nigga he don't like, and he about to try to kill this nigga, but he ain't got enough bullets. You're not stable. Now there may be other components that's going in there, but you're something different. You see what I'm saying? You're not. This wasn't a fight for your life. This wasn't we try to sell some drugs, Scarface style. You know what I mean? And we was in the room and we tried to jack us for the drugs. Some bitch popped out. We had to kill some people. No, that ain't this. You lay away from a murder and was about to commit another one. You're different. You're not. You see what I'm saying? Like even in the streets, you're not normal. You're not. Niggas to do what they gotta do when they gotta do it, cause they gotta do it. Otherwise, they get stepped on. It's what I mean. It's either be eaten, survive or be killed, whatever the fuck. Nah, that ain't what you doing.
Eat or get ate.
Right. You know what I mean? You're doing something else at that point. You just out here acting like a god. You acting like you Thanos. You see what I'm saying? You give and you take life. Nigga gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like your life you only living today because somebody died. Your life was spared due to someone else's death. If this clip was full, you'd be gone. Essentially. If I had more than 5 shots and I was confident, or if I was confident in these 5 shots, you wouldn't be here. that's different. You know what I mean? That's how it be. But they be burying the lead, like I say, they buried the lead on a bunch of shit. I remember when you was telling me earlier this week about the Pfizer shit, and it was 15 million people that was potentially at risk.
Johnson Johnson.
I mean, no, Johnson and Johnson. My bad. I said Pfizer because I'm sure that they got something too. And just like Moderna, any of them, like all of them is the same thing, man. Like they all the same thing. All of them do the same shit. And it's been proven, no matter the sector of big business, it's been proven. You know, you get one case, then you get another case, then you get some class action lawsuit, this, that, and the third. But yeah, just for the news that you can motherfucking use, they got 15 motherfucking million mix-ups, as they call them. Mix-ups, where they had some vaccines that was about to go out, and them bitches was a little spicy, to say the least.
And that's the one shot, boys. You know what I'm saying? The ones that niggas was probably gonna take so they could be like, hey, I don't gotta come back 2 weeks later. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, y'all got the one shot? No, nigga, I'm in there. Like,
spicy. Now you gonna go back to
I can get the passport and I can move around and travel and do what I want because I got the vaccine passport. Like,
now, y'all gonna go back to the episodes, y'all gonna see old big dog, Nicodemus.
I'm in the vaccine events.
I told you.
You got yours?
I told y'all, this shit ain't been vetted. I told you, this shit ain't been vetted. It ain't been vetted.
Shit.
It ain't been
I'm just
vetted.
saying, I'm starting to meet a lot more people like in person that got them shits.
Yeah.
And it's...
Oh no, people is doing that
people
thing.
getting them.
And I
know some
support
people
it.
that got
No,
it.
I support it because
You can do your thing.
No, I support it because I need y'all to do it.
Yeah.
I need y'all to be my
Do
test
it.
subjects.
Yeah.
I need to see what the real results is. Fuck what they said.
What's fucked up is they keep saying it's like, you hear it's like 70 to 80% effective. And like here, you don't hear what the fucked up shit is. But like in other countries, you hear like what them niggas done went through.
Man, we just was talking about the motherfuckers that took the motherfucking
all the niggas with the fucking belt, yeah.
And they motherfucking face, and the motherfuckers permanently got muscle damage to their motherfucking face, to where the motherfuckers sitting here, and I mean that in no disrespectful way, but you know what I mean. They sitting here. So if you don't know what Bell's palsy in the face look like, it's a muscle disease that make you lose muscle tension. So motherfucker faces slump to the side.
Like strokes,
Right.
something like that sometimes.
So then, similar to what you get from a stroke, right? And that's what people is getting from some of these, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of this shit ain't reported, and like it ain't no conspiracy. Like motherfuckers keep acting like everything a conspiracy, and that shit be blowing my top because then they got all these motherfucking records that come out after the fact that prove that these motherfuckers that. Now, don't get me wrong, motherfuckers be saying some aluminum hat shit. They make a motherfucker sound batshit crazy, and touche. Don't listen to it. But motherfucker also say some shit that motherfucking be dead on the money, and then they motherfuckers act like that shit. They get to ignore that because he said something that they can make a joke about. But it was like, you know what I mean? It'd be like 60% of the shit the nigga said was on the money, 40% of the shit the nigga said was straight doo doo. So you get to focus on the 40% more than the 60% that was on the money. Majority of what nobody's perfect. Majority of what this nigga said was on the motherfucking bread.
But everything else.
You get to focus on everything else, though. You get to make a joke. Bro, there is a motherfucking page called Dr. Umar No Context that has more motherfucking followers than Dr. Umar's actual page. And it's just videos of Dr. Umar.
Where they can take him out of context.
Where it has like it's just a clip of him saying something, but it don't have no context. So it'll be like, I like when birds fly. Next clip. You see what I'm saying? So you get to like, you see what I'm saying? But that's like, I'm just saying whatever the fuck he said, he be like, black men have no business with a white woman. You have no business with a white woman. You have no business with a white, like it just be some, anything you want it to be. Whatever you want it to be. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm saying at this point, because I've been looking at it just to make, I've been looking at it just to see what would happen, because I remember when it was like even, and it's literally to the point where it's like I say, it's That joint now has more people than motherfucking Dr. Umar shit got. So there's more people that follow him for the jokes on this page right here. Dr. Umar
Jokes and ha 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 ha.
This page where he'll be like, no context, meaning just like it's just a clip.
What is it?
The Asians. Now, they're talking about violence against Asians. First of all, wrong is wrong. No matter who does it.
Is that a voiceover?
No, it'll be no context. Sometimes they'll post something and they'll be funny. It'll be some real shit.
It didn't look like that shit was smashing his mouth, though.
When you could tell when it be like this when they being funny.
Your new name is Mini Me. That's because you want to be me.
Cause it'd be like,
Your name is Mini Me.
it'd be like 6 seconds.
Your new name is Mini Me.
But if they trying to post some real shit, he's saying it'd be like that. I ain't saying that they all. I ain't saying that it's all.
That black people receive when they are in the hospitals. White nurses treat black people like dirt. White doctors act like they don't have to be accountable.
Like they post some real shit.
So guess what? Since we cannot get equitable care in your hospitals, you are going to have to remove the barriers so we can access wealth from the banks to build our own hospitals. If there's any place where racism is obvious, and I'm going to say this, racism might be more obvious in the hospital than in the high school. I'm going to say it again. Racism might be more obvious in the hospital than in the high school. Hospitals and schools, that's where some of your most educated white folks come into contact with some of your most uneducated African Americans. Okay, not from an intellectual standpoint, but from a formal education standpoint. And we get mistreated. I personally know of about almost a dozen black folks who are dead, who should not be dead because of poor treatment at the hospital.
That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes they post some real shit, but like they got more posts. I mean, they got more followers on Dr. Umar's page on no context stuff that he say. So some of it can be jokes or whatever the fuck. Some of it be like a real post or whatever. But they get more follows than the actual Dr. Umar page. And I'm saying that because at that point you're following him for the gag. You see what I'm saying? Because you're following the page. There's more followers, not more viewers. I didn't say viewers. Follower, you committed. You see what I'm saying? More people are committed to following Dr. Umar for his crazy statements than they are for listening to those messages like the one he just had. To the point that this page had to start posting those type of messages themselves. Well, I'm pretty sure they had to probably reach out to Dr. Umar after a while so they didn't get a cease and desist or whatever the fuck for using his name. You know what I mean? And he like, it's cool as long as y'all do X, X, and X or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Because it's all promo. You know what I mean? However you get it out. But, you know, I'm just saying that that's the state we in where people don't even, like, take it serious. Where it's like, well, I got to say some shit like this because it's like, you know, if you don't say it, then the motherfucker don't, but like 15 million mix-ups. 15 million people. That's more people that could have got a mix-up shot than people that's actually died from the coronavirus, and possibly people that's that had coronavirus in America that could have got fucked up from trying to be safe from coronavirus.
Yeah, that shit crazy as hell, bro.
Well, you see what I'm saying? They could have got fucked up off of what medicine, whatever that mix-up was. That shit could have did whatever it did to them, and they wouldn't even. These ain't necessarily even people that had coronavirus. These people that's trying to save themselves from getting it. People like you, myself, Chef Chad.
We're a little bit more than a year in.
You feel me? And there's people like that, 15 million people. You said pump the brakes and what?
Drink your water. Walk a little bit. Do something.
Keep your mask on. Just like I'm just waiting to see. I need some test subject, man. Like I told y'all on the last one, I'm not against no vaccines, but I know for a fact I've been in the studies of FDA approvals and stuff like that too long to know like what constitutes something of medicine medical breakthroughs. This shit has phases. Most of this shit don't even end up like I can show you 100 medications that didn't get out of phase 1.
Yeah.
And I can show you 100,000 that didn't get out of phase 2.
Didn't we talk about like the fucking rat boo boo or like roaches and shit on here that can be in food? Like
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like there's a bunch of shit. So when you got to talking about somebody bringing up a vaccine that they saying has no flaws in a motherfucking year, where from a
because like it's supposed to be like 70 or 80% in
they
kids
said 95%
and adults, and 100. Like I've been hearing 100%.
Yeah,
of like
Like,
kids.
no, they was talking about 95% effective and 99% effective on some other shit where it's like this.
The
this
kids
is
got the
y'all,
highest
so
approval
y'all
for
could
the
do
vaccine.
y'all could do vaccines this fast from some shit that we didn't know that ravishing the country that we have no clue what it is and how it works. To y'all having a motherfucking cure for it that fast, but all y'all other motherfucking vaccines and all of that take however long they take. And I'm not, again, that's not a conspiracy. That's not my opinion. Go look the motherfucking stats up. Go look up what the fuck Pfizer produces and how long it took them the research on the medicines they produce. Go look up fucking Johnson & Johnson and the medicines they produce and how long it took to produce those medicines. Go look up
Them niggas was doing
Moderna.
baby powder and they
Right.
couldn't even get that right.
I'm just saying, go look up any of these
Right.
companies
Right.
and what it took to get to be able to bring their solution to market and actually sell it for whatever the fucking product was, whether it was medication, some topical solution, or otherwise. Go look the fucking things up. Like, don't take none of my words for it. Don't just say, "Oh, I'm saying some shit," and then you ain't gotta believe my opinion. You right. Go look the shit up and tell me I'm wrong by statistics. You can go put the shit in the motherfucking comments and say that nigga don't know what the fuck he be talking about. You just post the shit and just be like, "See, this why a nigga don't even need to watch this dumb ass shit." Go shut me the fuck up, right? You know what I mean? Shut me the fuck up if I'm wrong. Go look it up. Go look up how long they been testing these motherfucking drugs and all of these motherfuckers products they have. And see which one of them they did within a year. Most shit don't even get clinical trials until the third phase in 5 years.
Right. They be bullshit.
And that's the third trial. That's not even saying bringing to market. That's just for the confirmation trial.
Bro, niggas be testing Gatorades and fucking Powerades and shit and fucking Plano or Richardson or whatever for like years,
For
nigga.
years. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying. Like
You can
can't
sign
get-
up for this
you can't
shit
even
where you
really
can get
get
paid
to-
to drink Gatorade
Right.
for like
You
a
can't
couple
even
days.
get to
My
the
nigga,
third
like,
phase for years. Because it takes time for you to be able to study what it happens after a certain amount of time. Because you gotta remember, you can't cheat days. So like a motherfucker, you can't tell a motherfucker what some shit does to you over 365 days without going 365 days. And there's no way around that. And them niggas got no hyperbaric chamber or no hyperbolic chambers like Goku and them had to speed up motherfucking time or slow it down, whatever the fuck you need to do in your particular situation. So it ain't no thing you can do to cheat time. You can do whatever you want as far as like your advancement. You can go get way more scientists than you normally have. You can go get the best scientists in the world. Y'all can go test some new shit that y'all never tested. But the one thing you can't cheat is the results of time. You cannot say what it's gonna do over time that has not transpired. You do not know. You cannot say. That is a fact. That is regardless from the time that the shit happened and they declared it a state of emergency, March the 16th of 2020. It is now April the motherfucking 3rd of 2021. So we are literally a couple of days out, 2 weeks out from a year of it being declared a state of emergency. You cannot tell me y'all have done all of the clinical trial and testing that y'all need to do to certify without a shadow of a doubt that whatever vaccinations and shit y'all got have no particular unforeseen side effects or anything like that you have not already tested for, because you cannot cheat time. That is not my opinion. That is not me being a conspiracist. That is not me being any of that. You cannot say that because there's barely been a year worth of time since the declaration. Y'all wasn't working on the vaccines prior to the declaration. It wasn't a fucking epidemic until it was declared as one. So these wasn't no vaccines y'all been working on. That's to my knowledge. Now, if y'all been working on them for 5 years, let me know, so we can know that this shit was all bullshit and y'all did this on purpose or something like that. Cause y'all been working on it. I mean, y'all been new of the strain or whatever the fuck. But outside of it,
We were one
to the
step
world's
close.
knowledge, everybody got blindsided. So with that being the case, nobody's working on it before they knew about it. And this is a year worth of shit. Even if you go back to the other time prior to that, you said it was November of 2019 when they saying the president potentially first found out about it. All right. Well then, even if you go back that far, it still ain't been enough time for you to have studied a product. Like again, these are products that most products is studied over a year. Like you're saying, this is for Gatorade. This is for the taste. This is for the taste of a Gatorade. This is for the replenishment of a Gatorade.
Drink this Gatorade and run on this treadmill.
Right, read on this treadmill and then see what
might
your
pass
stats
out,
are,
but, you know.
and see what your stats are when you're running on a flat baseline, drinking water, then not drinking it all, and then see what it are when you drink this particular Gatorade. And we're gonna study to see how much more effective it is than water.
The
Whatever.
glow only wears
Right.
off
5
after-
years later.
Right, you see what I'm saying?
G24 or whatever this
Right,
shit
you feel me?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So when
Have
you gonna
you
talk
been
about
exposed to
when you
this
gonna
shit?
talking about shit and how it's studied, we know these things. This ain't like some shit I'm saying now, and I'm sounding like a conspiracy theorist or anti-vaxxer. No, this is stuff that's already been documented that everyone is very much so aware of. We just want to be so hopeful.
All
that you
we
starting
treat
to-
is mesothelioma.
Right, you feel me? So you
done
trying to
seen that
be
commercial?
right. So you trying to be more hopeful than normal because you want it to be over so bad because this shit is just so terrible in terms of life standards. I get it, but yeah, mesothelioma, all these motherfucking vaccines and cures that you've seen over the years.
I seen the commercial for. I think I seen the commercial.
Well,
for
how many
Johnson
commercials
and
you done
Johnson
seen?
fucking-
How many commercials you done seen for some shit that was supposed to work they didn't? Mesothelioma being one of them. It's a joke. It's running across. It's so popular. Everybody know that name so motherfucking well.
That commercial comes
That it's
on all the
right.
time, bro.
That it's a motherfucking comedian joke that everybody can relate to because everybody that heard of mesothelioma.
I don't know.
To the
if anybody
point that-
with it,
Exposed
but-
to the asbestos.
Right, you feel me?
You've been working in a shipping yard or in the
You
Navy.
feel me? How long y'all think?
Da-da-da.
How long you think they test those motherfucking drugs that low? I'm saying we know these things. I'm not making this shit up. This ain't no conspiracy. It just sound like because that's how they promote it on the other side. But when you go sit and look at, you already know these type of drugs that they motherfucking use, and then motherfucking like I say, come back 5 years later and they want lawsuits. Now the lawyers want to make some money, so you got the motherfuckers up here, and then here you got motherfucking 12 days to live. Cause your motherfucking lungs the size of goddamn bean stalks when motherfuckers shrivel up and you unhusk them bitches now. Like that's what I'm saying, motherfucker. Right, that's what I'm saying, brother. This shit is motherfucking real. You fuck around and right, you don't know there hasn't been no long term testing because there can't be none. You cannot fast forward time. You cannot simulate, even if you like they have simulators for shit, but that does not account for the real thing. And that does not account for a mass scale. Cause you can have a simulator of whatever the fuck you want, but it still doesn't account for the real thing, nor does it account for a mass scale. Because everybody has different physiology. There's different type of blood types. There's different type of body types. There's different type of hormonal types. There's different type of all of that.
Yep.
Bone density, fucking fat BMIs. Everything counts. When you're talking about calculations of stuff that has to be, that's what I'm saying. That's why I got to be tested over time, usually with a large mass of groups over phases, because you need different weights, you need different sizes and stuff. That's how they know Plan B doesn't work on people that are over 250 pounds. Why? Because they fucking tested people that was fucking 250 pounds.
Are you still pregnant, my nigga? Like,
Or what, you see what I'm saying? Or whatever the fuck, right? You see what I'm saying? They had to test these people, and they had to test the weight range to find the limit. They had to test the weight range to find the minimum. All of it. They gotta have a spectrum of that. All of that. What are the weight ranges on this shit? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? There is none.
because if
We're
make the
just
pill
trying to
any
do
bigger,
some
we
shit.
might fuck you up type shit. Like,
We're just trying to do some shit
dosage and
just to
shit,
get back in the motherfucking society so niggas can start making money again. Because motherfuckers ain't making money, they can't pay for their motherfucking medicine or they can't pay for their rent or whatever the fuck. And they're stopping everybody's business. So these niggas is doing whatever they can to get that shit going. But what is the, you see what I'm saying? What's the limits on any of this shit? What's the weight risk? What's the health risk? What's the side effects? Ain't no side effects. They said it's 95% effective. What does it do? What could it possibly do to you? What are the side effects? Every drug so far that we've ever seen has a side effect. Not one doesn't. They got drugs that
May
you
cause internal bleeding.
They got drugs where you
cause
can
of
wear,
death.
where you can look at like somebody Keith.com where they talk about they promote, hair pills for finasteride and they cause erectile dysfunction. They got, you see what I'm saying?
What?
You trying to get your hair back and your dick won't work. Ain't that a bitch? Hair growing, but now you can't get no. You can get some pussy, but you can't get no pussy. Ain't that about a bitch? Right. You see what I'm saying? Like there's so many different. What are the side effects? Give me one. What are the ones they promoted? What's the one you know of? I'll wait.
Oh, fucking,
What are the side effects of these
fucking,
vaccines?
it could be, like, migraines. You could have diarrhea.
And this is
Depression.
You've seen these. No, I'm not saying what are the side effects from what you've heard from different drugs. I'm saying you've seen that these are the side effects of the Moderna vaccine. These are the side effects.
No.
Right, that's what I said.
I'm
You're just
talking
thinking about what are general side
I
effects.
thought you were. Yeah,
Right, no,
yeah.
I'm asking you what are the side
Oh,
effects.
no, we don't know. Besides the palsy.
So why the fuck
and
am I
other things.
taking?
And you might feel sick for a little bit.
Right, like, see what I'm saying? So, what am I taking? Everybody just gung-ho and posting their shit on social media. Just got my vaccine.
I know two people that.
What
took
are
the
the
vaccine.
right? That's
Sticker.
right.
Fuck yeah.
That's becoming a new
Like,
that's
done
becoming a
for
new
3
social
days.
status, right? You know what I
Like,
mean?
straight
Like
up.
in the same way that they had the little voting epidemic, where you gotta get the voting sticker. Same thing, social status, right? So then that's what I'm saying.
If you don't show it, it didn't happen.
Right. So then, you know what I'm saying? But what are the motherfucking ramifications? What are the motherfucking side effects? Who knows? I can't find those. I've been looking for them. What are the actual side
And then
effects?
what's gonna cause that next generation? Those people that decide to have kids, you know what I'm saying? That has the shot. What's gonna happen to them? What are they gonna be like? What's gonna be? The vaccine works 100% against or on children. They're the next ones. They're the ones that are gonna be here after us. So
Well,
what is
that's
going
what they're
on with
saying.
that?
And it worked 95%, but that's against stopping you from having the symptoms that kill you.
But you can still pass it though.
But you can still get it. So you can
Right.
still have symptoms, but it just won't kill you.
Right.
So you can still have symptoms. But again, that's not even guaranteed. And also, again, there's been no study that know the long term because again, people have to get it after the vaccine, which is not a guarantee. Right? Let's like right. Let's understand exactly what we're dealing with. We're dealing with you get a vaccine, you got people they might have gave it to in testing that had it, and you got people that might have got it while after they got the vaccine. Right? They got whatever percentage that is. They have no long term effects to determine how that actually affects you from a standpoint of you re-getting it, or what happens if there's a different strain, or all these things. There's so many components that haven't been explored. Like when they look how long it took them to come like AIDS to Truvada Prepare. They're just now coming out with a commercial. This is in the 2020, 2019, where they have something.
And it's only for men.
Right. It's only for men at this point that they can actually say
do that?
for sure
Like-
that they can say after testing for a long period of time that we know that if you take this right here, you're gonna be good against AIDS. They can just now say that legally on commercial where you can have it recorded. Because, they dodge that shit like a bitch. Legally, they can say this is a vaccine against the HIV and AIDS virus.
Yep.
Legally, they can say that. A vaccine against it. You can take this, and as long as you follow the procedures, you are expected to be immune to the HIV virus.
But may cause this,
Right,
and this,
because
and
it
this,
has
and
side effects, right? What a commercial for the vaccines. You keep hearing about them.
Everybody keeps promoting it.
Yeah, you keep hearing about it.
It's like
What's the
businesses,
commercial for the vaccine?
celebrities,
What's the
everybody's
statistics on
promoting
it?
I'm getting mine on Thursday.
Right.
What's the statistics on it? What is
cool.
it? What's the statistics on it? What's the components of it?
If you don't get it, you can't do this.
Right.
So niggas is
What's
getting
right? That's what I'm saying. What's the stats on it? What's the word?
So then you
Now if you the fucking vaccination passport and all that shit to where you can't travel and do all this shit. Like, that's
and again, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have that. I'm not saying that there ain't malaria in motherfucking Africa, and if you out there, you shouldn't get the vaccine. I'm saying that these drugs have been tested over time to be substantial against these things without having a slew of side effects on a regular basis. When they say the side effects that may happen, those are normally in a certain percentile, and it's an acceptable basis, meaning anywhere from 1 to 5% of people might experience this probably on a regular basis, where that might happen. That's what you don't understand about when they're saying that. That's the reason why they can bring it to market. We don't know that. We don't know what the percentage of people that got Bell's palsy was. We don't know what the potential is after the fact. We don't know. You see what I'm saying? We don't even know that this shit works long term. We don't know anything. We're literally only a couple.
They got more strains than weed, my nigga. Like,
we're only a couple. People gotta understand again. We're only a year from the Declaration Day.
Nigga, like,
we're only a year from the Declaration Day, bro. Yeah. We're not like how everybody. That's what I'm saying. We keep on this hope because everybody want to get back to normal, and people start to understand what prison is like, and that shit is just not enjoyable at all. And this ain't nothing like prison. So this is probably 0.02% of what prison is like. You know what I mean? For real, in terms of our life compared to a prisoner life. But just that 0.02% of prison life got motherfuckers so hopeful that they willing to try anything just to get back to normal, to where they can go back out and wear they coochie dresses and wear they hoochie dresses and wear they fly shit and wear they
like towards the end.
You gotta understand. Most of society identity is based on what they identify as in other cultures. So you got a whole group of people, like people that go to club life and shit, right? And their whole identity is that nigga at the club, or this nigga that's, you know, wherever the fuck he is. That was on purpose. But it ain't burning. It's up. But you got all these people that's identifying like that, and since they identify like that, you get what you get, you know.
It's gonna be brown. We done.
little smoky.
You happy? You happy? Look, nothing, motherfucker.
That's because the fucking sticker put it out.
So I was watching like.
There's nothing on here, motherfucker. You don't even play with me.
Yeah, he's scrubbing hard too. He was like,
"Look, there's nothing on here. Look." Don't even play with me, motherfucker.
If you watch shows from like the end of last year, when they came back to like sometime this year, they was like, "Oh, we going to this vaccination only party to where."
But that's what I'm saying, man. Like,
and that was like November, December type.
You getting all these promo tours and shit. Like I say, but where's the stats? Where's like they could easily put up the stats, but you never see those. You never see those anywhere. You never see nobody from the CDC putting up those. Never see nobody from anywhere putting those up. This shit is crazy. This shit is getting out of hand. This shit is, like I say, you getting to the point where it's becoming one of those public opinion things, where it's becoming a social media topic versus a medical conversation.
But see, them niggas is talking about another wave.
So it's I'm just saying, you getting the peer pressure effect, because you got to remember. See, people always, like, I was thinking about this just the other day, but when I was on social media, I was on Twitter, matter of fact, and I'm sitting up here thinking like, how many of these people didn't have a B plus in English? How many of these people didn't pass math? Like, because people always forget, like, you don't have to have any of that to have a social media account. So we always forget when you're talking to people, because you're on social media, when we doing all this arguing and stuff, the dynamic that creates social media is the education levels and the understanding or comprehension levels in a lot of situations. A lot of the stuff that creates the dynamic of social media is based on the dynamic of the level of education and intelligence.
Yeah, but the thing about social media is like niggas will hear about some shit and they'll speak.
I know that's a little deep, right?
They'll speak on some shit because they think they got a certain understanding of like.
But they don't. But they don't. So that just you just proving what I'm saying.
It the way they think it'll.
That's literally what I just said.
But it's.
I know, but that's literally what I just said.
Gonna be like that forever, bro.
I know, but that's literally what I just said. Do I mean?
Niggas not gonna
No,
change that shit.
no, I ain't gonna let you get it back because when I would do that shit, you'd always point out that's literally what I just said. That's literally what I just said. Just because you just said it in less words, don't mean you ain't say nothing different. I said exactly the same.
I think I broke it down a little bit.
Nah, that's exactly what I said. You said it's gonna be like that for the same thing. The same thing I said. I don't think you had it was just gonna be there forever. I said the exact same thing. I want the record to be. I don't know if you was following me or not, but I said the exact same thing. Literally the exact same thing. Nothing different. Nothing different about that. Nothing different. You didn't change one word in what I said.
I wasn't trying to change.
I know.
Words.
You know, you just repeated what I said. Pootie tang. But no, I fuck with what you said because it's definitely what I said. So I feel you. I feel you all the way. It's as if it came from my mouth. You know what I'm saying? But as we were saying.
Yo, I'm tired of this Johnson & Johnson. Can we move to another one that's kind of, well, no, damn. They're all kind of.
Oh, no, it's bleak all the way around this bitch. Like,
Yeah, okay.
nah, it's definitely bleak. You know, I mean, if you want to just, you know.
Slide into fucking an elevator and try to grab a bag.
I mean, if you want to do that or if you want to motherfucking talk about Deshaun Watson or Bad Baby, man, it's just all bad out here. There ain't no pot, man. Ain't no love in the heart of the city, man. It ain't like that's what I'm saying, man. This week it ain't looking too good because that's even skipping over a few. You know, if we go back and you talk about when you talk about what one of them when you talk about Nas X, his unofficial, you know what I mean, and his Satan shoes. We got the rape cases that's being investigated against Armenian Hammer. You know what I'm saying? We got so much stuff. You know, it can't cover it all, man. Not in one sitting. It's something like not people don't got that type of attention span, man.
I think the shoes is like
it's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's sold out in an hour.
I mean, and it should have, but you know, Nike put a ban on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they got that off. So it's temporary restraining order on it and all of that. So yeah, no, they getting off on that because you know Nike they finna try to work that because you know they gonna try to hit that just from the shit. They didn't want that associated with their brand. Sure. You know what I always found crazy about that though. Did you know in the ministry and the church of Satan? You can't get in if you ever been convicted of pedophilia or rape, but you can be a pope.
What the fuck's they got going on?
No, y'all didn't hear me. No, I'm telling you the truth. Like most of that shit that like in a Satan in the church of Satan, you can't get in with those type of stripes on your record. Like they don't like you can't be. There's no forgiveness clause. Like how it is in Christianity, where you can do whatever you want, and then 6 Hail Marys and you're forgiven or whatever the fuck. That's why you see all this Catholic boy touching and all of that. That doesn't happen in the Church of Satan. That's not a thing you've ever seen them promoted for. There's never been a child pedophilia ring that's been ousted that was also part of the Church of Satan. Has there? I'll wait. Not one of the things they're known for. Coincidentally. Ironically, as you would say. Contrary to what motherfuckers believe. So, you know, it's actually, there's more morals at the Satan church than there is at the Christian church. By the book. I ain't saying it whether I believe that or not. They might have said, yeah. You know, I ain't saying, you know, what you should or shouldn't. I'm just saying, go look this up. Go look this stuff up.
The boat's rocking. Hold on.
I ain't trying to shake the tables or nothing. Maybe a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, go look this stuff up. Go look at what I'm talking about. Go tell me I'm wrong. Go tell me.
Because them niggas show they didn't try to do nothing about the holy water Air Max.
They didn't. But they did something, you know, because they want to be associated with that brand. You know what I mean?
And that was
from a
fucking,
long-term standpoint.
From what I was saying, it was like the employees' blood from like the company and shit. So.
Yeah, go look it up. Go look it up though. Go look up the rules on the Satan church. I mean, on satanic, following, and what you can and can't do, be accepted into the church versus the Christian church. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. Go look these things up. Yeah, your boy did a little research.
Interesting.
That's why I can say this with confidence. Go look these things up. I'm sure you'll find what I found. Go look it up. Oh, don't take my word for it. You know what I mean? Go check everything I'm saying. Make me a liar. Prove me wrong. Yeah, no. Contrary to what you believe, and contrary to what motherfuckers, understand about these different things, and that's gonna be the majority of a lot of these things. These cultures, witchcraft cultures and stuff, they don't support pedophilia, and stuff like that. These guys, you get to find be a rapist, in certain Arab countries, cut your fucking head off right there. They stone you to death right there. The community will come out and beat your motherfucking ass to death.
Everybody death. Stomping your ass flat. Nigga.
To the motherfucking ground. Till you dead. Till you ain't no more in you. These people don't support this shit. Yeah. Contrary to what motherfuckers be. You see what I'm saying? These motherfuckers don't believe in this shit. Now, don't get me wrong. They not perfect. I'm not saying these cultures are perfect. They got misogynistic ways. They got ways that they should treat women different. And all of it. You know what I mean? But, no. You get found. Go look up what happened to the motherfuckers that be touching them kids over there.
Fucked up on sight.
Ain't no motherfucking prison for them niggas. They got motherfuckers that stole something in jail. If you touch the kids, you probably you didn't make it. Mm-hmm. Jail was too far away. Wasn't no police. They wasn't around quick enough to take you to jail. You gotta hope you make it to jail. Over there. Don't let them find out before the police do. And it's confirmed? Oh, no. You done. You done.
Nah, man.
They gonna get your motherfucking ass up out of there.
The whole village.
They gonna come together and beat the shit out of you. Sticks, bricks, rocks, shoes, whatever the fuck. They beating the shit out of that motherfucker till that motherfucker time. Throw that motherfucker in the field somewhere.
Right. Just let them fucking just decay.
Right. Let that motherfucker rot. Police gonna go about their business.
Yep.
Fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker be hacking, but no. Yeah, no, this shit, like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying when it comes to different religions and cultures, like, that's something of a Christianity. You see what I'm saying? Like you could be a full-fledged rapist. That'd be the rape. 71 kids killed, 72 of them. You know what I mean? And go to prison, repent. And according to the religion,
born again.
You're born again. You're good, according to the religion. And so, a lot of people that was and I say that and we only talk about Christianity because these are Satan shoes. And Satan is a character of Christianity. He's not a character of other religions. They have their own name for him in their own version. You know what I mean? So when you go to talking about it, we're talking about Satan. Satan, who is the opposition of Christ. Christianity. Being Christian, so that's the reason why we're talking about this. We're not picking on the religion. We're not singling it out. We're not looking to discriminate against any religion. The Poor Podcast are not subscribe to any of that, but the fact is that's what we're talking about because that's what we're talking about with Satan. So we're talking about the similarity between the satanic religion, which is what he was supporting. Ultimately, it wasn't just Satan. Like the pentagram that's on the shoes, that is a known symbolism of the satanic code or satanic following.
I think this shit was
the
like
goat
a music video.
Right, the goat heads, the horns, right, the certain visions of Satan. A lot of that's directly derived from the satanic.
I didn't watch it, but I think they said he was like grinding on the devil.
Right. I've never seen a video either. I more so seen just enough of it to piece together an opinion about it just from still screenshots and reportings where they might have part of it blurred out, but you can get the idea of what's going on or whatever the fuck. Man, it's not because I don't want to. It's just that I'm not a fan of Lil Nas X. Like, make no mistake, everybody was trying to act in an uproar because they upset because Lil Nas X, who and rightfully so, his following is kids. So anybody from
because of Old Town Road, and
right.
Oh, you let your kids listen to Old Town Road, blah 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 blah.
Right. And so with that right there, that's where they was trying to base they upsetness as far as where the Satan symbolism was going, because they're trying to say his following, which rightfully so, his following for sure. I'm pretty sure none of us sit around listening to Lil Nas X, but you've heard these songs because you got kids and they know these songs, and then they're in school, they love these songs. So I'm saying anybody from fucking 5 to probably 16, 17, maybe 18 on a good day is in that demographic of what he's hitting. So definitely, you've seen it on the videos when you go perform at the school. The kids know these songs, they love it. You know what I mean? So I definitely get it from that standpoint. But then that goes back to my previous arguments in other podcasts when I'm talking about y'all don't have these concerns with nothing else. Because I've seen even videos where they were showing like Katy Perry, where she got like the titties, but they got like whipped cream shooting out the nipples or whatever the fuck on her bra or something like that. Like we pick and choose if that's the case when we want to be concerned about the kids and what they seeing. Because then somebody pointed out to me the South Park episodes where the devil used to have a relationship with Saddam Hussein.
Fucking
right,
Mr. Garrison and Mr. Slade.
Right, you feel me?
Like,
right, you feel me? So when it comes to, I mean, and of course it's supposed to evolve, but just saying that when it comes to culture and stuff, this ain't nothing new. Like none of this.
Them
stuff
niggas was riding them bikes.
And then again, that goes back to what I was saying about the whole teacher episode, because it goes back around. No, because I need y'all to understand exactly what this motherfucking episode is about. This whole season thing. It's on FX, man. It's called The Teacher. It's about this white woman, and the story is told from her point of view. So it's like she's a married woman that has a relationship with this 18-year-old kid that's also her student. So it's not a illegal thing. It's more of an unethical thing. Do you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so it's a romantic thing that they get to tell more of a drama from. Like, man, look at what she had to go through trying to have her relationship with this 18-year-old kid that was also her student. And it was a taboo relationship. And just witness everything they had to go through between her being pregnant and whatever the fuck it was. But it's romanticized, just like the last one was. It's like this is what I'm saying. Like, when you go looking at this stuff is romanticized on TV, on the same television station that you're concerned about his videos and stuff playing, on the same outlets where you're thinking about media, paraphernalia and merchandise being sold. These same places, this stuff is, again, Ted Bundy. These people are made iconic. Charlie Manson. They have you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like, they got shirts with this guy on them. They got paintings, stories, so many documentaries, so many whatever the fucks about these guys. Quit playing like Lil Nas X is the defining feature between whether your kid is experiencing some Satan when in Christianity, you sitting up here telling your kids in the first place every time they go to Sunday school, if you don't believe in God, if you don't repent right now, you're going to burn in hell forever and be tortured for all eternity. For all eternity. But you concerned about what they saying on the video when you going up in church and telling these motherfuckers they're going to be tortured for all eternity. Yeah. Every motherfucker, you got 5, you see what I'm saying? You go to Sunday school. You got a motherfucker, whatever. You got 5 and 6 and 8 and 10-year-olds that you sitting up here and telling that they motherfucking better believe in God if they don't believe in Jesus. Specifically, not Allah, not motherfucking Buddha, not motherfucking any of these, you know what I mean, other gods that you could believe in. If they don't believe in Jesus, they're going to be tortured in hell for all eternity. infinity and beyond. Bottom line, man, these motherfuckers need to stop acting like they care about shit sometimes, and that's my whole issue. Like one, the Lil Nas X video, regardless of whatever the fuck it's about or whatever the fuck he's saying it's about. You know what I mean? That's a video that's an optical versus the reality of what motherfuckers be doing in real life. And that's where I feel like we've come to the point of where motherfuckers are, again, they trying to police social media and it's literally to the point where it's a fake environment contrary to everything that it constitutes real life. Like, motherfuckers on social media, you can't have no discrimination, right? Or they gonna block you, right? And all of that. But in real life, has that ever motherfucking happened? Like, the social media, you see what I'm saying? Like, they creating this fake world where motherfuckers can escape to, but it also is harmful to us because then it creates a false sense of reality to where now you're on a page where your site doesn't have racist people, right? It doesn't have people that don't agree with you. It doesn't have all of this. So then when you get out in society and stuff, then these motherfuckers is uninformed, unaware, all this, like, to the max. Right, you know what I mean? Because these motherfuckers is running around living through social media where everything is like spoon fed. So and then when they talk, they regurgitate. You hear it when they talk. You know what I mean? They damn near quote it. You know what I mean? They know. You know what I mean? This stuff from these different people or whatever the fuck. But you know what I mean? They are literally fucking walking zombies. You gotta stay more educated as far as the totality and putting everything in terms of a whole, man. Like, I know reading comprehension is a motherfucking subject and everybody didn't pass that bitch, but yet still, we still gotta make sure that we trying to work to pass that bitch if you didn't pass that bitch, because you need to understand what the fuck be really going on. We out here in a world where, again, like I say, motherfuckers is doing all this crazy shit and motherfuckers ain't getting held accountable or none of that shit, but we talking about a Nas X video being a detriment to society. Meanwhile, you got 103 motherfuckers that have shot up every goddamn place you can think of. And this over the news. You think these kids don't know about this shit? The same way we knew about the motherfucking Columbine shootings. The same way we knew about all this shit. I'm saying this shit. When we was in school, we knew about this shit. We heard about it the same way everybody else heard about it. And that was before social media. So you think these kids with all these motherfucking phones that they got on their motherfucking hip every motherfucking day can't see this same shit?
Sending the link to the next person, send it group
They ain't
chat,
seeing that. They ain't seeing this shit about the last
you
school
seen this,
shooting
you
or the next school shooting.
It's posted on our social media, so what make you think they not?
Why would it not be on their social media? You know what I mean? You just had a situation where you had 4 people killed, including a child, in motherfucking Orange County, I believe. You know what I mean? In the LA Times. In the LA Times, you know what I mean? And this just happened. This happened March 31st. You know what I mean? So this is just a few days ago. 4 more people, that's what I'm saying. Just like, you know what I mean, just after they just had the 10 people killed in Boulder, Colorado. Right. Just after after the other people was killed in motherfucking 8 people was killed in Atlanta Spas. I'm saying these bitches is happening back to back. You do the motherfucking math right there, just real quick. That's motherfucking 18 people plus 4. You do the math on how many people that is, and that's in motherfucking 3-4 days. Meanwhile, they gonna put something like Chicago up on your state. Like, you talk about, like, see what I'm saying? Like, when you gonna accumulate the numbers, comparably speaking, you're like, yeah, Chicago has a lot of people that is getting killed in the drug business and other places where they're getting killed. But by and large, the largest numbers come from mass event. 58 people get killed in one WAP. You got to add that to every other number, meaning every other number of white-on-white crime for that day and everything. That's just one WAP. So the white dude that did that, the same day that he did that, there was a shooting somewhere else. You got to add all that together. All them numbers count. And that was white on. You see what I'm saying? That was white on white violence. Yeah. You ain't counted like that.
I remember like when I was a kid, like fucking the joke of like the dude losing his job and going in and like shooting up the office.
That was like that was
a thing,
that was an understood and common thing to the point that, like you say, it was a joke.
Yeah.
And when you got older, it was still a joke. Even when I was like a young adult.
Postal.
Right.
That's what
Yeah.
it's called,
Right. You know what I
Postal.
mean? Like even in movies like The Wash
Right.
with
Eminem.
with Dr. Dre and you know and all and Eminem and Bruce and all that. You know what I mean? Eminem get fired and that was the running joke. You know. That was because that was the circumstance. That was the trend. Now it's just a mass shooting, you know. Now it's, you know, because, you know, you got to make no mistake. When these murderers be doing this shit, they always competing with each other because they always want to be bigger and better. So that's why you keep seeing it elevate. That's what I'm saying. We're getting to the point where it's only going to get bigger. So one person did 58, somebody else going to want to break the record. Like they fantasize about breaking the record. You see what I'm saying? To where they fixate, they be wrote it on their wall. You see these motherfucking shows all the time, man. Nigga be wrote everything on the wall everywhere. It be looking just like this motherfucking sign. 58, 58, 58, 58, 58, 58, 58, 58, 58. Motherfucker got motherfucking animals and shit and acid and shit or something. He done suspended. Motherfucking vat or something. He's sitting around. They got sitting around looking. Mom will never go in my room. Type of shit. Yeah, these motherfuckers be like that shit. You see it all the time on these motherfucking shows.
You remember the movie Ace Ventura, the first one?
Pet Detective?
Yeah.
Yep.
You remember when they went to they were looking for the kicker?
Absolutely not.
When they went to his room, and it was basically like that. They had like knives stuck into the fucking pictures of like Dan Marino and you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
Oh
talking
yeah, I
about?
remember that.
When the mom,
Right.
she baked like
That's what I'm
cookies
saying.
and
It's
shit.
been a running joke.
Right.
It's been a running
And that
joke for so long.
Right.
Like the fucking Adam Sandler movie where was it?
Happy
It's
Gilmore.
been a running joke
Not Happy
for
Gilmore.
so long.
No, was it? It wasn't Happy Gilmore. It was the other one. Billy Madison with the dude, and he was like scratching people off the list. Like,
Right.
But I need y'all to understand how serious this serial killing thing and this white
and
violence.
he called him back. He was like, "Oh man."
I need somebody to
And then
understand.
he was
Yeah.
like,
I need somebody to understand this for me out there because I want y'all to understand it, man.
I remember
I don't think y'all
when
be
we were
understanding
growing
how
up
deep I be going with it.
that there was a person that was killing people, but he was traveling by train. And anybody that was like, you know, by the train tracks, you know what I'm saying, they get hit up.
So
And everybody was tripping on that.
the establishment of the Federation of the Constitution of the United States of America and everything was 40 years before the documentation of the first serial killer. And that's just the documentation of the first one, not the first establishment. Because you got to remember all those Wild Wild West movies where they used to have those people that used to run around and they just shoot anybody. But, you know, like I said, they got glorified people like Billy the Kid and stuff like that. They wasn't considered serial killers. They was considered whatever the fuck they was, cowboys of the West, right? No, them niggas was serial killers. If you think about it, they was just running around.
Christopher
Right.
Columbus.
Robbing different areas. And if you motherfucking got in their way, they shoot you. They kill you. And there were stories about
Vikings.
them having absurd aggression where it'd be like, I remember when the story about the Billy the Kid killing the dude that was snoring too loud or something like that, right? Like you say, you got me. But no, I'm just saying, I'm just going by the number. I'm saying the first serial killer by record of the United States was born 40 years after the establishment of the United States. Just 40 years after the Constitution, the Senate, the Confederate, and everybody signing this shit in 1776. You had the first motherfucker that was born.
he was probably
That
the
was-
first documented one.
Right, that's
It
what I'm saying. He
probably
was
a
just, I'm
nigga
just
that
saying, like,
was-
it was just that short a time from this to even be an establishment as a country to where they even established government. Because you got to remember before slavery ended and shit, they didn't even have government like that. They didn't have police and shit like that for the most part. That's why a lot of this shit, that's why he was able to do most of the shit he was doing because remember they only had like the slave patrol and shit.
Right,
He was
but
born like he died, like I said.
nobody else.
He died what it was like 10 years after slavery or some shit like that or before, I think. Let me see. I can't remember what it was. Let me make sure. Yeah, he died in 1896, so it was almost 20 years, 30 years after slavery had been abolished, but he was born in, like I say, in 1861. So we're gonna talk about it. And actually, I thought it was 1816, but so like there was like almost 100 years later from a country being established, the first documented serial killer was put on record, because this came after they started having policing for slave patrol, all of that right there. Once they had the establishment of the country, so forth and so on. But the first documented person in America that was a motherfucking serial killer that kills 27 people, confirmed, was a motherfucking white man. And that's not, again, saying nothing against white people in no racist way. I'm just saying that the narrative of what the conversation has been about, like, I'm saying at this point, I'm not even coming from a Black Lives Matter. I'm saying, like, no, we need to start policing these white people. Fuck the dumb shit. Like, you can say whatever reason you want or not, but that ain't gonna stop you from getting shot tomorrow. If we don't. Whatever your reason is, you can say whatever the fuck, you can have your opinion on it, whatever the fuck, whatever your reason is. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
The police, don't stop them. They don't treat white people the same. I don't give a shit at this point. Nobody gives a shit. I'm sure no one gives a shit. Bro, 103, like it's only escalating. Like it was 100 and something maybe. You see what I'm saying? In 2017. Now we talking about 100 and something in 3 months in 2021.
92 days.
You feel me? Like this shit is only getting worse and worse and worse. These niggas is only getting worse and worse and worse. Like, we're not gonna be able to go to the grocery store. You can't send your kid to her game at the soccer field and not be confident that somebody not gonna roll the fuck up. Right, and just spray that bitch up. You can't be confident when you in this stadium somebody ain't gonna try to sneak in and spray this bitch up. You can't be confident in that anymore.
Nope.
Like at all. There's like no place untouched. You can't be at your massage parlor trying to relax.
Yep.
And be comfortable.
That one dude that tried to shoot up that church and he ran in and the church members sprayed him down. Like,
Right, like that's how you gotta be at this point. We gotta be alert. That's what I'm saying. Like we gotta start treating this shit like fuck all that racist shit. Fuck all that. Like I'm talking to white people too. Like y'all getting sprayed the fuck up just like we getting sprayed the fuck up.
Yeah.
Just like everybody else.
because these
sprayed
shits
the
ain't
fuck up.
happening in the hood. Like
These
they
people
not going to the
have-
hood
right.
and doing this.
They're not
'cause
just doing this. And
they
just,
know it's
right.
going down.
They're spraying everything up. They're in Walmarts. They're in motherfucking Targets. They're in motherfucking boutiques. They're at the mall. They're in your motherfucking Quiznos. They're motherfucking showing the fuck up.
Quiznos, my nigga.
Right. This nigga said Quiznos.
I don't think they got Quiznos.
No.
Well, in certain locations, I think they do.
Yeah, really?
Very minimal.
Nigga, I gotta find it.
Well, I'm just saying they got all of these. They not.
Nigga
They not.
said
Quiznos.
I'm just making sure that I'm being very clear on how far a span I'm talking about.
Don't worry about it. You watch it.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like these like motherfuckers need to start acting like it. Like everybody just like, oh no, it's not. No, you can't go the fuck outside because they killing in droves, bro. That's my issue. Like they killing like it ain't like we talk about no serial killer nigga just like running around. Cause you still got those. You can't forget that part. Ain't nothing. We just talking about one sector of crime. We're not talking about the serial rapist killers. We're not talking about the serial killers that just driving around. That's in Texas. That's not just hit the FBI radar or not. That's attributed to the people that's missing or not. None of that. We're talking about the people that's been confirmed. We're talking about just mass shooters who are taking out 10, 8, 12, 5,
Yeah.
6. You see what I'm saying? At a time. At a time, and whatever happened to them happened to them. They not even fucking getting killed. And I don't mean that to be evil, but what the fuck? Like these people is dead, and this nigga is in jail getting, you know what I mean, 3 hots in the cot.
Or on
And-
trial.
right, and on trial where he might not even actually get convicted of this. Because y'all so racist, y'all rather let
That fucking George Floyd.
like it's
trial.
people that's so racist. You see what I'm saying? It's people that's so racist they would rather let motherfucking serial killers run this bitch rampant than to start actually policing this shit in a little bit different way than what we doing. Like, rather than acknowledge that, they rather just keep talking about like the people like, you know what I mean, on CNNs and not CNNs, but you know, like the Tucker Carlsons and all of these people. They rather keep talking about right. They rather keep talking about all of this bullshit than to acknowledge that, man, you can't go outside just like I can't.
They had Bill O'Reilly, right?
Right. Bill O'Reilly.
MSNBC.
Yeah, no, I'm just
Man,
saying.
when I was like
you
a little
can't go
kid,
outside
bro,
just like I
like,
can't.
they had like an interview segment where it was like a dude that Bill O'Reilly would have out on the streets, and he would ask like random homeless, like black people, like questions that they probably couldn't answer, bro. And then he would like kind of like drill them a little bit, and it was just like, nigga, what?
I mean, I feel you. I'm gonna be real. That's more like some touchy feely shit. I'm not on that right now. I'm just talking about our safety.
Well, I was just talking about we was talking about MSNBC, and that was like a flashback that I had. Like it wasn't really nothing like.
Oh no, I wasn't downgrading it. That's what I was saying. I'm just trying to make sure that the people that's still with me right now is understanding exactly what I'm saying right now. Cause I'm just being very clear. This ain't no racist shit. This ain't none of that. This ain't no black versus white shit. This ain't none of that. This saying can't nobody fucking come outside right now and say without a shadow of a doubt that they know ain't nothing finna pop off.
Oh yeah.
Nobody. If you hear,
It's pretty random, bro.
if you hear right now, at this point, it's all over the place. From Dallas to wherever you can think of. It's all over the place. In Plano. Wherever the fuck you can think. Yes, it's all over the place. It's just sporadic and shit, like just like you say. Can't nobody come outside and confidently say that they know they not gonna get shot at the grocery store, at the gym, at the tanning salon, at the motherfucking sushi spot, at the motherfucking arcade. No matter where the fuck you at,
That'd be fucked
outside of a gun range.
Nigga out there hitting the squat like, ooh,
Right. You feel me? And then niggas just pop, 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 pop. Drop immediately. Plus you had 500 on your back. You going down. Only place that don't come probably is a gun range. Because ain't nobody no damn fool. And they gonna defeat the purpose. You gonna have way less chance of actually doing what you was trying to do in a gun range. So that's the only place you can probably confidently say that a nigga not finna run. Outside of that, can't nobody just come outside and say they know today ain't shit finna happen to them at this point. No matter where you, the suburbs, the hood, the otherwise, it doesn't matter. You could be at your motherfucking Aldi, your motherfucking Whole Foods, your Walmart, your motherfucking Piggly Wiggly, your B&B. It doesn't motherfucking matter what that shit is called. You cannot say at this point that shit is ridiculous. Because there's been no efforts of, there's been no, like, there's not even been talks, like, government-wise. You know what I mean? Like, what Biden said about it, what Trump had to say about it, who said something. You see what I'm saying? Like, no one's even talking about it. It's like, what's going on?
They focusing on the
Right.
on the immigrants.
And it's cool to do whatever you think you're doing, but this shit is getting out of hand, brother. Ain't nobody gonna even like come with a message. Ain't nobody gonna say, hey, we noticed.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna like the FBI. Nobody can say we noticed.
Like they can't have multiple messages that they can speak on.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, can't nobody say we noticed? Like, we noticed. Hey, yo, we aware of the uptick in mass shootings and shit like I'm saying, bro, I don't even want to fly. Like, if I can't drive there, like, I don't want to go.
It's like if you talk about vaccinations and the immigrant situation, you can't really talk about nothing else.
Right,
you want me to talk about three things? Like,
right. And that's how motherfuckers acting like. And that's not just the media outlets, that's the people too. The people running around like, bro, y'all not like, everybody always looking at it like, oh, from what I'm seeing, people look at it, they retweet it or they like it on Instagram, or they say post on the comment. That's so crazy. This is sad. We need to make a better world. This and they're like, okay, brother, you still gotta go outside. Yeah. This shit is fake. You still gotta make it back home.
Niggas would rather give they bread to a chick that's stuck in Atlanta for All-Star Weekend.
You feel me? Or some shit like that. Y'all more concerned like, you gotta make it back home every day. You gotta go to the hospital and make it back home. You gotta go to the motherfucking All-Star game, as you motherfuckers be talking about. Make it back home. You gotta fly to Atlanta, Vegas, LA, wherever the fuck you got, fly there and make it back home. And these motherfuckers is pulling up almost anywhere at this point with the motherfucking shots. With the motherfucking whatever. And that's just the motherfuckers that's doing the mass killings. That's not including the motherfuckers that's doing the serial killing behind closed doors. The nigga that's snatching motherfuckers late at night when they drunk and was stumbling down that pathway and shit. And they just never was found again. That's not including them. That's just including motherfuckers that's pulling up somewhere where it's a lot of people, spraying a lot of people, and either living or dying. That's just including them. You can't guarantee you gonna be able to come outside. Like you can't. Niggas talk about coming outside for what? I don't even want to come outside.
When niggas started shooting in movie theaters, I was like, bro.
I don't even want to come outside. And you know what I'm saying? Since
Y'all
then,
niggas is
movie theaters, you got, like I said, you got the gay clubs, you got the nightclubs, you got motherfucking renting a room on the 58th floor. Just to be able to shoot motherfuckers down at the bottom. 58th floor is money. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you had to put your brick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers is, like, so we understand the socioeconomic variance. There is none. Motherfuckers from poor backgrounds to motherfuckers from, like, they got money. They just weird as fuck. Have all been a part of this shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't call it at all. You don't know who the fuck is who the fuck at this point. If you go by the motherfucking suspects that's been involved. From young little cats, like they showing you the little 17-year-old, 18-year-old white boys like Dylan Roof. They go to motherfucking church. Where them old white people, them old black people was up there probably singing their old hymns and never thought two motherfucking fucks of this young little white boy sitting up in their shit. Matter of fact, they were older black women, so I know they probably had a certain respect they was giving him, even as a little white man. Like, oh, it's a white man in the church. Oh, praise God. You know how they be. You know what I mean? And this dude whip out and just start spraying them up. How you where would you like? You see what I'm saying? You might be going to your child's school in the office, signing them out for some play date or something that you had planned. When some dude that's also in the school decide that the relationship that he thought he was gonna have with the principal ain't go how he thought it was gonna go, and fuck all this shit. She finna understand. Well, I'm just saying that's the type of scenarios that you can't plan for. That you have no motherfucking. You see what I'm saying? Like that's how we gotta walk around because there's been nothing said or done about none of this.
Yeah,
now, don't
DC
get me wrong,
Sniper niggas was at the gas pump, like
right. Like I mean, right. Dude. Now don't get me wrong. I'm for guns. I'm all for guns. I got guns. I got several AR-15s, several pistols, all of it. Motherfucking rounds, 40s, all of it. You know what I'm saying? They had a lot of guns too. You know what I'm saying? But some need to be done in terms of how we regulate it. Just a little bit more like, I don't give a fuck about passing one more test. If I gotta pass one more test to be able to get a gun or something. If it's gonna save a motherfucker from being able to go outside and say, okay, whatever it is, and I don't know what the fuck that is. And that may not be like actually determinable or something. But then if that's the case, motherfuckers need to work on like I don't know what the fuck we doing wrong as far as like the society. I don't know if it's that we need to start giving out more guns. Maybe that's it. Maybe everybody need to be required to have a gun. Cause I doubt you want to run up on a nigga when you know everybody got a gun. See, the reason why these people go in these mass places and shoot, and that's what I keep saying too, and that's what the NRA always.
They know they can take out a couple.
They know they can take out a couple people before anything even happen because the majority of the time, 9 times out of 10, you finna be the only person that walk in here with this gun. Motherfucker roll in, and the motherfucker with them, they be having a gun, the motherfucker be heads on the swivel anyway. Cause all the time I be seeing the motherfucking stories about that too. When they be walk in with that motherfucking AR-15, he's walking in, motherfucker pulled out that 40, bust him dead in the head on his way in. I can tell when a nigga got a motherfucking chopper. You know what I mean? Like, I can tell when a motherfucker got a motherfucking chopper or something like, you know what I'm saying? Bust him right in the head, you know what I'm saying? But maybe that's the solution. Maybe everybody need a gun. To the point where, all right, you bring your ass out here.
I mean, at this point, like
that's what I feel like. I mean, okay, because you can't, because there's really no test or nothing that you can really implement for real. Like, because you can get the most like again, we talking about the Unabomber. This motherfucker was from Harvard.
Yeah.
What kind of test is that you finna give him that's gonna make him not pass? This motherfucker is a top student of MIT or Harvard. I can't remember. But what test is you finna give him that's gonna make him not pass?
Nothing, because he didn't make an actual mistake in the bombs or no shit like that.
Nothing.
His mistake.
He wasn't
was
even
he
using
wrote
real
some
bomb
shit.
material.
Right.
And it ended up getting tracked back from a postage or something like that. I forgot. But he wasn't even using real bomb material. He's making that shit with shit, and he was walking around picking up nails and shit on the side of the road, and he was just using shit. I don't know how he was doing it in all, but he was just walking around just grabbing shit off the ground. It wasn't nothing in particular that he used. It wasn't like no particular accelerants or nothing like that. I think he just was smart as fuck and knew how to make shit combust, knew how to do damage. You know what I mean? Like, on that type of shit. But, yeah, no. These type of people, they going to pass that test still. So that's not going to stop them from being able to, get it done. But what will stop them is I walk in this store and I know 90% of the people in this Walmart got that motherfucking thing on them. I ain't finna just run off in this Walmart. I might try to go to a Walmart where they still don't believe in that. You know? Because it's always going to be somewhere where they're like, no, we just not doing it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's where they going to go. Pick them off. They ain't nothing to run up in there. How many mass shootings you have seen go down in the blocks of Compton? How many nutty block mass shootings you have seen? How many of these crazy ass fools you have seen? You see what I'm saying? Roll off in Long Beach and do their thing. How many of them happen in Broward County? Right. I'll wait. How many of them happen in Oak Cliff? Right. I'll wait. Right. Right. You're not finna run up in nowhere where you know you might get sprayed. You're gonna go somewhere where you think you got, like I'm saying, they running off in churches, massage parlors. Massage parlor?
Shopping centers and
You know what I'm saying? Who walk around with the strap in a massage parlor? How? It's a massage parlor. How? That's the one place you ain't gonna have it on you. You might have it with you.
You gotta get to it.
You ain't gonna have it on you. It might be with you for sure. It might be right beside you. And that way you gonna die, unfortunately. Because they not policing this shit at all. Now, that's some shit they could be policing while they sitting out here waiting on you to go 45 and a 35. If y'all want some real motherfucking change, start having these niggas do some motherfucking work. Because it ain't like it be no motherfucking shocker. All these motherfuckers have the same type of backgrounds. When you go to their social media and shit, they all, you see what I'm saying? They all support the same type of shit. They all gave you the inclinations and shit like that. They all gave you the motherfucking signs. Usually. From what we understand it now. Now, I don't work for Criminal Minds, I'm just saying. You know? And that's just, just one of the crazy ass things. You got motherfuckers that's, on trial for rape and shit. It's real crazy right now. You got motherfuckers that's...
That nigga DMX, alright.
You got everybody talking about everything but the right things. On social media, they talking about Quavo and Saweetie. Right? So they talking about Quavo and Saweetie apparently. Remember we was talking about that last week, about them breaking up or whatever the fuck. Well, fast forward, some video of them came out where they was fighting in the elevator. And now, they motherfucking... looking into the motherfucking shit to see who they want to charge with a crime. But that's how much motherfuckers is in the business of the wrong shit to the point where it becomes so popular on social media that now the authorities is looking into something that happened a while ago trying to see who they gonna charge for domestic violence jump versus putting that motherfucking energy into some motherfucking shit that they can be used in, which is avoiding the next motherfucking massacre. Again, you hear about this shit. You hear about them looking to charge and investigate these people. What are they looking and doing and charging and investigating with motherfuckers that's doing crazy shit? Like, this shit's so stupid to me. That's why I was talking about how stupid that shit was last weekend. Now you see what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers done became so enamored with this shit and arguing over some shit that was or wasn't some shit and promoting it as a domestic violence altercation to now they looking into charging one of them over that shit. That I mean, you know, from them breaking up, so now they looking at domestic violence. And again, it was a situation where a motherfucker wrestling over what looked like to be Quavo property, and Quavo, you know, grabbed his property. They tussle a little bit. They get out the elevator, walk out together. That's the end of it. Nobody physically was like pushing. They wasn't even like pushing aggressively. Saweetie tried to punch him, but he dodged that. He never tried to punch her. Never none of that. He just grabbed his shit, you know, and that was that. But let's look at it like a domestic disturbance case right now. They're looking to charge that. They're looking to say this was a motherfucking case. This is needed to be investigated. One of y'all gotta go before a judge and explain. Now, but y'all ain't got no motherfucking indication or clues about none of these motherfuckers that be posting all these death threats and shit. Only so like, cause again, that's what I'm saying. They be having this shit. That's what be blowing me. You got all these subjects and shit that we be talking about on social media when it's so much real shit going on. And then we be talking about like every week where it's just always something crazy. And then I just be sitting back sometime, and I even like me, I ain't saying like I'm perfect. I get lost in the sauce too sometimes. Sometimes it be so good, you know, it's just like, you know, barbecue. You know what I mean? That shit be so good. Can't eat that shit every day. It ain't good for you. Now every now and again, for sure, like barbecue meal gonna hit. Eat that shit every day, you gonna be out of here real quick. Same thing for your mental. You eating, you know, this bullshit. You know what I mean? It's barbecue every day. You like forgetting about the real shit. Like, why the fuck is we not talking about this? Like I said, I've been thinking about this all week. Like, yeah, bro. I remember like, because it was just a couple of weeks ago. Just a couple of weeks ago, I was in Vegas thinking like, I was walking on the street like, damn, we need to get back in the casino. Cause it's like wide open on the street. Like if a nigga was like in one of these hotels, in any one of these joints right here, there ain't no way for me to really see which one he's gonna be at before I need to duck. And if a nigga, you see what I'm saying, I might be a big ass target right now, like, cause they not policing it. Nobody's regulating anything for the for that particular shit. And I ain't saying that I'm supporting more policing. I'm just saying that I'm supporting the right policing, not more policing. Like, they police a bunch of black people every year that they have no business policing. They end up getting charged with shit that they wouldn't have got charged with. But you know what I mean? Like a motherfucker getting charged with some dumbass shit like you had a roach in your car and then you end up doing, you know what I mean, 90 days in jail, or you know, you had an ounce in your car and they charged you with trafficking because you had the gun in your car, which was legal, but it was a gun, and now they charge you with this, and you end up doing 2 years, you know, 1 year on it, and the other one probation or something, like, you know, and all this stuff. And you gotta think about how many people like that it is, you know what I mean? They out here running around policing and jabbing up, and that's how you getting all these people. That's how you keep getting all these black people that's dying. You can't have all these black people dying if police not coming in contact with them. They running around policing these people on bullshit. While again, some white dude running around with 17 guns in his car. Because how the fuck is these people getting where they going? How they like how you see what I'm saying? Like how are they getting to? How did this dude get to this salon? You think he walked? No, chances are he probably drove wherever he was going to, parked in a normal parking spot, hopped out with his AR and shit, and walked right in, where there was no time in between. Anybody that was walking out, that was just walking to their car that just left, they just made it. Type of shit. How long the traffic, you were saved by the light. Type of shit. Because they not getting stopped whatsoever. You're not policing them at all. You running around. Dude could be all the way in the right. You find this up. Oh, you didn't use your signal light. You used to turn to the left. Like I say, this nigga running around. We got 6 guns, Mossberg pumps, and right. No, that's how I'm saying. Like I'm just talking about situations where not like a mass shooting is happening. I'm just thinking about the ones most recently where I've seen where they had like the dudes that was impersonating police officers. Where they have like the police cars painted the same color that they bought from the auction. You know, one of them ones that's already look like a police car, and they just throw some lights on it. One dude riding around, he got 6 guns in his house. Impersonating police officer. But his shit look exactly like a police car, cause it look exactly like a police car. And what you finna do? Sit up here and analyze this car? You got every light that a police car got on it. It's shaped exactly like how the old police cars used to look. Maybe not the new ones, but the old ones. But how you know it's not in commission?
Yeah.
How can you say he not a police?
Right.
What would be your jurisdiction to say that? Refuse anything. That's how they got it set up. You go to ask for their supervisor and shit.
Down.
You dead. That's how they got it set up now. So how would you know any different? And tell how many people he done stopped. What he done done to people. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And somebody gonna be talking about it. They gonna be talking about some bitch ass police nigga that did this and that and third. Cause to find out he ain't even no police. So you may complain about somebody that don't exist. On paper. And by the way, they not gonna be looking for him anyway like that because they don't give a fuck about what you saying. Anyway, they out looking for Daquan and them, as you hear in all of the motherfucking films as a joke. You know that's the black joke. You know it's the black name they used to joke and all of the Daquan. Bless you.
Appreciate it.
No, I just thought that shit was crazy, man. That Saweetie shit, cause you had so many people that was like getting enamored with it. And they talking about, this is domestic violence shit. They described as a physical altercation, and then you had people that was like, that was like in real world, like, man, this wasn't shit. Then you had the people trying to shame them, like, oh, guess you be in domestic violence situation, you don't even know it. Like, nah, you'd have been in a situation with a motherfucking significant other, and y'all motherfucking are rougher than y'all normally are. Whether or not motherfucker, and if you ain't, then y'all shit is boring, and y'all shit is like, motherfucking, what's that pita bread? That shit ain't got no motherfucking, that shit that Jesus, when you be at church, whatever that bread is, that's what y'all relationship tastes like. Y'all shit bland as fuck, you know what I mean? But other than that, most people.
So you saying if it don't get physical a little
No,
bit?
no. I ain't saying if it don't get physical a little bit, y'all shit bland as fuck. I'm saying like the people that be like, oh, I don't even deal with people that if you raise your voice at me, I'm out. I'm like, so y'all ain't had no argument. Y'all have arguments like, so no. I didn't agree with you about that. This is how I felt.
That's like the extra sensitive.
Like you see what I'm saying? Like, how, if you like that, like how? Like you saying, I like nah. And if that is the case, like everybody, like I say, everybody's personality ain't the same. A lot of personalities is dictated by cultural differences and stuff like so. Not even gonna be entertaining your ass in any type of way. Like go ahead about your day. But that ain't even like what I'm here for. That ain't even what I'm mad at, as they say. What I'm mad at is, why like I'm saying, why we up here talking about this shit in the first place, and a nigga like me even fuck around and get thrown off my rocker by the right motherfucker making the right comment and sit up here and not realizing, boom, we up to 117 in actuality. I've been saying 103 this whole time because that's what I tweeted at the time because that's what I was aware of. But somebody actually posted on them comments under there, it's actually 117. It's been 117 mass shootings. as of yesterday. So fuck that Saweetie, and that I know I promoted that on the Twitter topic of the week, but the Twitter topic of the week be stupid, man. We be talking about all this shit on these motherfucking social media platforms, except some shit that matter. And even like I'm saying, not even no racist shit. I'm saying for real, like these is white people for the primary most part. Like, what are we doing different? Because these people is getting multiple people out of here. Like you talking about on average, if you go by the average, it's gonna be 300 shootings. So if you also go by the average, even if it's just two people,
Shit, that's like for something. Cause
right?
I mean, if
right.
you on like a quarterly type,
right. Yeah, you right. So yeah, it's just for something, about for something. So then you talk about 400 shootings, and on top of that, if you talking about 400 something shootings, you just doing 2 or 3 people per shooting. You talking about anywhere from 800 to motherfucking 1,200 people just getting sprayed up off of this particular situation. Chicago don't be having that many people that die, what they be reporting it. Now they have a lot of people that die, but they might be 300 or 400 people in a year that died of gun violence, which is a lot, because it's only 300 days in a year. That means more than one person died per year. But I just said 800 to 1,200. 800 to 1,200. Because again, you're talking about 8, 6, 22, 5, right? No, not a countdown. Because you're going less people, there's more people. I was talking about the people that's dying.
I was being funny.
Yeah, about people
I was
dying.
trying to lighten up the mood for a little bit.
Oh, my bad.
I was trying to lighten up the mood for a little bit.
I was just making sure you knew what you was doing, because you was counting down on people. But yeah, these people dead. Nah, man. That shit crazy. You want to light up the mood. I got something you can talk about. How these motherfuckers gave Bad Baby 1.6 mil. These horny motherfuckers. The little white girl, the one that they be acting black and shit. As they say, acting black. Yeah, man. She turned 18 finally. In a lot of niggas' eyes. As far as
She got like a
catch me outside.
the Catch Me Outside girl, the one from I think from Maury or something. So like she been like in the media,
yeah.
and I wouldn't even like talk about it then mainly because I don't like talking about kids as far as
I think she
like
rap or
minor,
some
right?
shit.
Like she a minor, but I ain't gonna talk about it at all. So I'm saying like, I can finally at least even say fuck her as far as all that shit she been doing as far as like she been on like a whole bunch of racist shit too, like on the real, you know how the motherfuckers be on that nigga shit. I can say nigga cause this, that, and the third, and all of that shit. So fuck her. But yeah, no, on the guy's side, fuck them, cause a girl just turned 18 like a day ago, and she already made $1 million off her OnlyFans. I'm talking about that's pedo behavior, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the second she had her OnlyFans, the second she had her OnlyFans, you was buying it. So that means you been following her, right? So that means you been following with her beforehand, cause you had to know that she had the OnlyFans.
That's
So you know what I'm saying? Like
crazy.
y'all on some pedo shit. Y'all been waiting.
That's
Like
crazy.
y'all probably started following with her maybe even a year ago. Like, oh, I can't wait, bro. She almost old enough. Like, you a fucking weirdo.
That's so crazy, you know.
You a fucking weirdo. And there's so many fucking weirdos that came out of the fucking blue, right? And they show their face on social media.
That's wild.
Like no, they posted it. They proud too, cause I mean she 18 now, so they don't care. But like your behavior is weirdo. Like not like you can't talk to an 18-year-old and be 21. Or not like you can talk to an 18-year-old hell and be 35. I'm not saying that. If you meet them and you out and about, y'all on some vacation or something, and it works, right? And that's from a grown-up standpoint, like legally. Now from a morality standpoint, I still wouldn't condone it if you was like 35. Now, if you're 21, that's spring break. You know what I mean? That's living you learn. You know what I mean? Like, y'all just doing y'all thing. But if you're 35, that's different. Like, from an 18-year-old standpoint, I at least say if you're 35, let them be 21 years old. That way, at least they legally able to go to all the clubs. No, that's the cutoff. Like, for me, once you can legally drink and you can do anything I can do in terms of legally, you can go where I can go, then we can go to the same places. Y'all grown at that point, at least from that standpoint, because you gotta make no mistake, man. We know what we was doing, at least for the most part. Not everything. We don't know what got all the ramifications of every action that we did at 21. But you wasn't out here getting fucking banana in the tailpipe or fucking tricked into no fucking vans. People be acting like you was just so naive at 21. Like you wasn't that naive. Now it was a lot of shit you didn't know about investments or the way credit worked for real or something like that. Yeah, but no, you wasn't out here fucking running around getting duped by no fucking 60-year-old in the fucking or nothing. You wasn't out here getting duped by no fucking by your teacher, no male teacher in the fucking getting an A by letting him get a little bit of that butthole. That wasn't no shit like you was getting. I'm just saying. You wasn't getting duped into that. People be acting like you was so helpless or like you don't know what the fuck be going on at all when you're at 21. Like, you know this person is 35. You know what the fuck be up. And most of the time, they have an agenda themselves. Now, I ain't saying that your aspirations be the best, because then in those situations, like, they want you to what? They want to go on a trip. They want to they want you to buy them a purse or something, right? Something like that. As an older person, they might, oh, you need to pay my, pay my rent or something like that. And then somebody might look at that and go, oh, well, no, you being used. Like, you don't look at it like that, but you being used and, like, they don't care, but no, you very much so aware of what you're doing. You're not being used. You know what you're doing. You making a transaction, and that's what I'm saying. Like, quit playing like these people be like you. Now I'm saying you've been grown. Tell me if I'm wrong. You wasn't that naive. You knew how to make shit happen. You wasn't like you don't know everything you knew now, but you definitely wasn't out here getting taken for your no fucking ride. Your teacher was finessing you out some dick or something? Right. Let me know if I'm wrong.
I don't know. Every age I done been, I knew some niggas that's been kind of, there's different variations to what niggas choose to do or want to do.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But they were very much so aware. Now, they get to play the victim and stuff or something after the fact if it helps them or something, but for the most part, most of the people are very much so aware of what. Now, I'm not saying that happens for everything. I'm not saying I'm not talking about rape or anything like that. I'm talking about those chicks. I'm talking about those chicks that deal with those dudes that they very much so aware that they dealing with, and not the ones in high school. Even though we very much so aware of those too, right? We're not talking about those because see, that's what I'm talking about. That's not cool. I don't give a fuck. Whatever, I don't give a fuck if she was old enough to understand it or whatever the fuck you want to say, or the fact that she do understand that she not legally of age to do nothing with, and these be cats, that been graduated, they in college or they further, you know what I mean?
Nigga, when we was like freshmen,
right?
Like it was like chicks that was like my boyfriend, like 26, and I'm like, nigga,
right. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a chick that's in college, that's basically supposed to be then graduated from from college. With her bachelor's by 21, I'm saying by the numbers, or at least 22, right? By the number, I'm saying by what the year is supposed to go with your degree, right? If you graduated at 17, like me, from high school, then you're supposed to have your degree by 21, 4-year college, right? That's what I'm getting at, right? So these people are people that should be old enough to either be on the way to already having a degree or have a degree from college by the time we're talking about them being this 35-year-old. Not nobody that's fucking 25 dating no fucking 15-year-old. That's fucking pedophilia like a bitch. That's what we talking about, that type of shit. But the other shit, basically what I'm saying is what people be policing don't be the right area to police it in, even though they know the right area to police it in, because they just wanted to be a part of whatever the thing is that's right versus like actually policing some shit. And then on top of that, we got so much shit going on that you could actually be policing or getting into. Like, this shit is ridiculous. Man, look how many motherfucking police have died. Blue Lives Matter. Where y'all at? All Lives Matter. Look how many white people done died. Asian Lives Matter. Look how many Asian people done died. Black Lives Matter. Look how many black people done died. Hispanic Lives Matter. Look how many Hispanic people done died. Because that's what I'm saying. It's a plethora of people. These people just get sprayed the fuck up. Mm-hmm. And again, I'm saying that's not including those little one-off scenarios like Ahmaud, Aubrey, and people like that, where they get killed, those not mass killings. Those is one-offs. That's not included in any of the police violence. Those is one-offs. They gonna talk about black-on-black violence, hood violence, where niggas that be selling bows and O's and halves and hoes be getting it in and getting shit going and on and popping. You see them be running around. You see what I'm saying? Your grandma house just spring your grandma up. No, that's something for dealing roof. That's not your. You see what I'm saying? Like the way they be making it seem. Now don't get me wrong. There been times where niggas be spraying shit up and they spray into a little crowd and they hit somebody. Yes, very much so. But for the most part, when they speak about these crimes that they be promoting with black on black violence, that's not what they be talking about. They be talking about direct interaction type of thing. You know, this person killed this person because they represent this block, and this other person represent this block or this sect, and this person represent this sect or they represent this or he, you know, whatever the fuck, or this hood or this ward or whatever the fuck or this borough or whatever the fuck it is that they represent, you know, and some go into it, and it's a rhythm to it. Ain't a rhythm to none of this shit that's going on. See, that's when it started to get shaky. Cause see, you could predict that crime, right? What I mean, like if you live in the suburbs, you know, if you don't go to Oak Cliff in Dallas, for the most part, you kind of avoid a lot of what they consider the crime area in Dallas. Stop six, right? These type of areas, right? That are considered the crime areas for whatever reason. Just by avoiding them, puts you in a better situation. Hence the suburbs. That's the whole reason that suburbs are even. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to like go too deep into it. Like, I don't gotta prove my point by nothing. The whole existence of a suburb is to not be in areas like those. I don't gotta go no further than that. I don't gotta go all into. No, that's the whole reason why there's even those type of suburbs or those type of things. Is to get away from those type of crimes and shit like that. Meanwhile, your deli getting shot up in those suburbs by the droves, and y'all gonna keep on locking doors on black people. But now we can't even fucking come outside because you got the motherfucking police and some motherfucking dude we don't even know has got the thing on him spraying us up too. On top of the other motherfuckers that's doing us in. It's hard on both ends. Like a nigga gotta say, goddamn. I call uncle. Goddamn. I'm out there in Vegas. Can't count on nothing. Can't count on nobody.
That was my thing for the shit at the Cowboy Stadium when they had the open carry protest. Like, I was like, if this nigga just decide to up this bitch while we crossing the street, like, the cops is right there, but what the fuck is they gonna do?
What
bro?
the fuck can they do, bro?
Cause it's a dude right here. It's another nigga on the other side of the stadium, bro.
Nigga
like,
pull that bitch up and just pop, pop, pop. Done.
Like,
Your memory. That's what I'm saying. Cause it's
but
too
Kaepernick
easy.
couldn't take a knee. It was the same time, bro.
It's too easy.
Kaepernick couldn't take a knee, but these niggas could march around the stadium with their shit right here, with signs like.
Nigga, fuck Saweetie, Quavo, and Saweetie, nigga. Let's talk about some real shit one time. Like y'all always talking about. Y'all done literally talk these motherfuckers up on a domestic disturbance violence charge. Why you got motherfuckers out here like shit you can really worry about? Like we so enamored with celebrity issues and celebrity lives that we done talk somebody up on a criminal case when we could be looking into why the motherfucking congresswoman from motherfucking Georgia got arrested when she tried to talk to the governor of fucking Georgia about a bill he was finna pass. So they literally treated her worse. They treated the people that took over the Capitol better than they treated her. That's what we could be talking about. From Georgia. That way. We've been thinking about this shit because, you know, we be doing this shit every week. I've been thinking about Twitter topics of the week, and it's like, man, Shit trying to turn to a. I'm not trying to be no motherfucking pop channel, no pop culture channel. You know what I mean? Like nah, man. Cause you niggas, if I'm going by just the Twitter topics, it's gonna be a motherfucking pop culture epidemic. Like, fuck these motherfuckers. Cause this shit getting out of hand. Like I say, gonna have to motherfucking get some extra plate carriers in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Start walking around like 50 Cent and get what you got trying in this bit. When he finally performed at the end.
Yeah. Say that nigga.
Right. Right. They gonna have to have the big boys on. I'm saying, bro, for real. Man, for real. Like niggas laugh, bro, for real. That's how it's cut, bro. 400. You don't pay for 400. And that's more than the last time. That's more than last year. Because I'm saying it ain't been addressed. Like I'm saying, if you was to do the math on just the last 10 years, the mass shootings, when you go talk about the Orlandos, again, the gay clubs, and that was all in the same year. We talking about 50 people here, 50 people there. 50, 60. The dude in the motherfucking Las Vegas was playing Grand Theft Auto, basically. The way they were describing the shit. He was up in the top of some fucking 50, 60 floor building on top of some open-ended concert where they don't even know where the bullet's coming from, so they don't even know where to run to. Right. He literally top floor just bing, 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 bing. You can't even dodge it. Nobody don't even know where to shoot to. They don't even know what to shoot at. How can they hit him? They don't even know what the fuck to shoot at. They don't even know where their head don't even reach up the way that the bullets hit. And he just bing, 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 bing. Reload. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Again, because that's not 50 something at all that I just did. Right. Reload. 50 something people at one time. That's slaughterhouse. 50 something people. And you're not even the worst of the worst, like I say, when it comes to the killers. But when you go back and look at the killers historically, the people that get people out of here, which is, because what I'm saying is, people that be in prison be locked up for what's considered a violent crime or a non-violent crime. Drug offenses, robberies, and stuff like that be considered violent crime. You know what I mean? You got the check fraud, stuff like that is considered a non-violent crime. Well, the people that committed those violent crimes and the most considered violent crime are white people, but that's not what's treated the harshest. That's why you don't see it in the motherfucking prison reflection. You see motherfucking people that do what they consider to be violent behavior, being drug dealing in some capacity where you got like a pistol involved or something like that, or robberies, anything with a gun involved, stuff like that, like violent offenses is what they consider it. But compare that to what a motherfucker can get out of here on one day. I don't know, man. Shit crazy.
Yeah. Shit's fucked up for real. Oh, nah, nigga.
I'm gonna pour this up right here. Over the pole. Think we ought to pull up one for the people that's really been out here just motherfucking shopping and shit and got popped. That's who need to be motherfucking sung, cause this shit getting out of hand. You know what I mean?
Living their regular life, you know.
Right, you know what I mean? Like you get crazy shit that
I'm
happens.
just go get this milk real quick,
Right.
so my wife will leave me alone.
Right,
And now you know.
right. You know what I mean? You just going to the store to get some chocolate or something, or you going to the store to go motherfucking get you some waters. You just happen to be in the wrong motherfucking store, wrong motherfucking time, and then everybody acting like this shit is nothing. And that's what been throwing me off for like a couple of weeks. Is how like every day I'm looking and I'm if you see me on social media, you see me when I'm talking about like how the fuck is this shit not news? Like you niggas talk about all this shit, but this shit's not news. Like this shit is not news. Like y'all just this person killed 8 people. Like the person from that was just like the last week. That's what I'm saying. Last week, How long was that news running? What's the update? What happened with him? Right. Right. You heard it happen. What else?
Nothing.
Right.
It was over.
Right.
Done.
Next subject.
Vaccines are now available in the next new area.
Nothing. It's a whole hate crime. No, he was sexually attracted to masseuses. How in the fuck could you possibly know that? Shits and giggles. How could you know this crime was sexually motivated?
He got fucking pictures of them.
Even if he said that, how? Did he fuck one of them?
Oh.
Did he rape any of them? No. He fucking went in there and killed a bunch of Asian people at multiple locations. Mm-hmm. So the only thing we have on paper is this guy obviously has a victim fetish of Asians, which sounds racially motivated, which makes this a
hate crime.
The fuck? This ain't rocket science.
That's not even gonna be a part of the shit at all.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? Why we sit up here and talk about all this other shit? Sometimes I just want to, like, bro, I just be wanting motherfucking, I don't even know. Like, what the fuck are we, like, I be wanting to, like, I wish I had Diddy platform just to talk to niggas for a second. Because I'm talking crazy to them. I ain't going to talk to them and I'm like, man, like, they going to block my shit. What the fuck we be doing? What the fuck are you niggas on? Pardon my French. But what the fuck? Niggas be on. Like, what the fuck is we looking at? What the fuck matter? Like, niggas be talking a whole bunch of nothing about a whole bunch of nothing about a whole bunch of nothing for no reason. And that shit don't be yielding nothing. Meanwhile, these niggas out here doing the most. This just happened like a week ago. It seemed like it was forever ago. That's how I was reported. Like, right. It just happened a week ago. He just killed these people last week or so. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Go follow us, maybe. See nothing. In other news, the person been booked. He got bond. Did he bail out? Did he what happened? What they charging him with?
The world may never know.
Right.
But you see them dog. But you damn sure gonna see 100 pictures of some dog that sniffed out, 4 pounds of weed or something at some airport or in somebody's car, something like that. You get all the details on that trial. In other news, such and such rapper just got 57 years for such and such. You gonna see that in that trial.
It's fucked up, man.
Nothing. You ain't gonna hear a thing. But what you also don't see anymore, at least for the last week or so, I ain't seen nothing about Asian hate crimes. Cause that narrative got shit on immediately. Mm-hmm. It's like white people was like, "What the fuck? Do you know you out here giving black people credit for our work?" I would not have it. Mm-hmm. And it's not all white people. I'm not being racist. I'm saying we're going by the statistics of what we seen. Like we're gonna have an honest conversation. We need to have an honest conversation all the way. You can't just say what you feel. Sometimes you gotta look at what's going on, what's real. You can say whatever the fuck you feel like, and I'm fine for supporting that. And we could entertain it all day. I would try to entertain making you feel good all day, but that don't change nothing about the truth. Mm-hmm. That's just how you feel. The truth is the reality. The reality don't support any of that shit. It's a bunch of people out here getting killed every day, and it's vast majority by some white dude that felt like somebody didn't love him or whatever the fucking reason was that y'all make up, and they're spraying us up, and they're spraying up everyone. We gotta worry about COVID. We back outside. They starting to open shit up. Mm-hmm. So you gotta worry about not getting sick. If you don't get fucking shot, You got the motherfucking, if you black, you got to worry about the police. Man, it's so motherfucking hard out here for a pimp. I mean, shit. I'm just saying, man, if you think DJ thought it was hard back then on Hustle and Flow, imagine how he'll feel right now. He felt like it was hard then. Imagine how he feel right now.
Hey, Skinny, that ain't my tape,
Man, you feel me? Hey, it ain't my mask, man. Hey, man, why you grabbing my mask, man? Man, say, man, don't grab my mask, man. This is my mask, man. Oh, you don't respect my mask, man. Hey, Skinny, man. It's COVID, man. Man, you really playing, brother. Skinny, man. Why you, man, Ski, why you made me do this, man? See, I told you stop touching my mask, man. Nah, I gotta go get another Moderna shot, man. Do you know what's in that shit, man? Because I don't, man. I don't know what's in it, man. Johnson & Johnson just came out with 15 million, man. 15 million fucked up cases, man. Pfizer ain't even talking, man. Ain't nobody talking about them. Ain't nobody talking about none of that shit, man. What the fuck we finna do, man? Who the fuck knows? I know what I do know. One thing I know, 2 things for sure, 3 things for certain. Like, subscribe, share, make sure you aware, make sure it's trimmed.
I don't think we introduced ourselves.
We did.
We did?
I'm the Rick Code. If you didn't
Dubz
get it, I am
817.
Rick Code. And this is episode 37. And we have been the Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Featuring Rick Code. And I am Rick Cole and the Podcast as well. These are the Temptations, and I am David Ruffin. Y'all have a good night.